Are we live? Are we doing the thing? Is it happening? Is it happened? Is it occurred? Oh, it looks like it occurred. Okay. Here's the dealio. I just made a coffee, so I need a couple sips. It's 8 p.m. Why am I drinking a coffee? That is a perfectly reasonable question, but you're not going to get an answer. Because I don't want to answer that question. Because it's too real. I have work tomorrow. I probably should not have a coffee right now, but... Does coffee even work against me? Against me? Does coffee even work on me? I don't know. Maybe not. Who cares? Let's have a little sippy sip, though. For the VOD viewers, we're going to do what you guys love best. I don't know if you guys love this best. I just think it makes the most sense, so there's like some kind of continuity between these streams, or at least, you know, I'm not just starting stuff. Hello, glad I caught you. Hello, you actually came right at the perfect time. I was just yapping to the empty room. I was explaining that I'm going to take everybody through what I've done off stream for the subway system. Well, I guess I wasn't explaining that yet. I was about to explain that. So you came right in time. Exactly on time. I just need to have a couple sips of coffee, and then I'm going to take you through and show you how crazy the subway system is becoming. Spoiler! Most of the hardest parts are done, with one exception. But we'll get to that today, I hope. I don't know how productive I'm going to be. I'm kind of wiped after today's workday. So it's going to be a chill stream. I'll do what I can. But I think we're mostly in for a yap session. Everyone excited about Jirachi? I'm so excited for that event. I am so excited. So. I'm going to situate us over at the spot I normally start these subway videos. So let's just head over to that guy. No idea what the heck I'm going to call any of these stations. I still haven't even really named all the Rocky Ridge ones. I wish you could like put signs in front of places that didn't require me to make like some insane photo. Take a picture of it and put it on a TV. Like, I'd like something, you know, simpler. But let me kind of get my bearings over here. That is a randomly placed bench. I swear there's a better place for it, but whatever. But whatever. How you doing today? How you doing today while I situate myself over here? Sit my butt down over here. Oh, taking a dookie anywhere? No? Okay, good. I always gotta check. Probably need to actually light that up. The problem is, how do I get a fire type up there? Okay, 2 more sips of coffee, and then I'll take you guys through the subway system. It is kind of crazy. I don't even really remember doing most of it because I was delirious. I think I built most of it at like 3 or 4 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. So I woke up like in a stupor. But okay. For the VOD viewers and those of you that are here now, you guys are going to get to see some cool things. So let's talk about the subway system. I'm not going to talk about the connection points and all that. You guys can go back and watch the VODs. This time I want to show you some things that have actually been done. You know what, actually, I don't think this is the best one to start at. So I changed my mind. We're going to go kind of in order of how I've built them. So not this one, but the one over there. The one over there. By not Mr. Dojo, Mr. Celadon. When I say the hard work's done, I don't even mean like, I'm not done with the stations. I'm really just talking about tunneling for the most part. That part is mostly done with one major exception. I guess I can say this now. We're not really spoiling anything, but I haven't connected from this side of the island into the Celadon area. That will hopefully get done today. I plan on saving the very hardest thing for last, which is going to be Silphco. But I've done a lot of work on the exterior part of this station, as you can tell. I'm pretty happy with it. It's just the style of what I've done in Rocky Ridges, but this one's pretty well built. I did make this like little back exit because I plan on connecting that road to this area somehow. So I wanted there to be a way to get to the platform no matter which way you get up here. Hello, ready for Jirachi? I sure am. That's actually how I started the stream, by asking that question. I think I just posted a Jirachi video like 10 minutes ago. I had it scheduled for 10 minutes before the stream. It's nothing crazy. You guys would have seen the news by now. I'm a little late, I think. But how the heck was I supposed to know they were going to drop it at like 4 in the morning? I had work. But to show you more about the Celadon station over here, I think a lot of it you guys saw on stream. Besides the staircase I added, I did actually decide to connect this side of the platform to it like I said I would. My plan is to actually have the subway system come out from the wall over there and connect into it now. So I'll probably have a staircase that goes up a bit so that we can accommodate room for the tracks to go in. And then the stairs going up here will probably connect to that side as well, so that there's this like weird, you know, sidewalk in the middle. One other thing I did, if we go up to the platform itself, I just thought this was a nice touch because I was complaining about the fact that we have to walk over train tracks. I don't know why it bothered me so much. I still kept it, but I also built like a little underground path right here to get you to the other side and vice versa. Legit for no reason. Just because I was annoyed at that. But I kind of like it aesthetically, so I also kept it. Why don't I just take you through the tracks? Let's actually just go through the tracks directly. Like I said, I haven't connected, I guess, the cave side, the cave station, to this Celadon station yet. We'll do that today, I hope. But if you can't see that already, there is like a little tunnel over here. I'll just run through it with you, but it kind of goes all the way down and immediately comes into this open, hollowed out area. I'm going to seal this up a little bit, but honestly with you guys, like, this is like one of the few cavernous kind of areas that I really think looks great. So there's a good chance that I don't seal all of this up and I just leave it exposed so that as you come through the train system, you just get to see it all, because it's kind of cool. I might seal the back of it up a little bit just so it kind of feels like it ends here, if you know what I mean. TBH, I hope the next event after Jirachi gives us a full Evo line, not just one Pokemon, perhaps the Starly line. That would be cool. The first event we got was like that, so it's certainly possible. I love more Pokemon. I will take more. As we come down here, you get into this like exposed area where you can actually see like the whole bottom portion of the Skylands. If we look behind us, I want to seal that up, and when I say seal it, if you look at the bottom, I kind of want from the bottom up a bunch of Skyrock / Mysterious Stone to come up and envelop the area so it doesn't look like this weird jarring, totally flat surface. After we do the whole train thing and we finish it, that will be like a big thing I go back and do. But I want to leave like this portion of it open so that you get to see this view every time, because it just looks excellent. If we look in the distance and you see that one kind of with the same idea, I also want to extend the base. So it's not like totally like a bottom area covered, but you'd imagine like a ridge, so it just looks a bit more curved. Wicked looking. Yeah, this is pretty cool. If you watch that mini series of me connecting the Skylands, at one point, I think in like the second or third video, I came down here and saw all of this, and immediately I was like, this has to be what the train station sees. And it's crazy that we're actually to the point where this is real. But if you push forward, you enter the dojo station, and I've done a considerable amount of work since the last time you guys saw it. Sip of coffee. Oh god, coffee, I love it. So this is going to look a lot different. I'm not going to turn behind me yet because I don't want you to see, but elevator. Yep, elevator's good. I'm going to leave this little window area exposed. It already was, but I like the view, just like I like the other view. There is like a staircase I built here. Just like the Celadon stop, this one actually takes you to the other side of the platform. And this way takes you to the staircase, which connects to the top of the dojo area. So I did actually manage to build this too. Not that impressive though, just a simple stairway. But I'll show you the inside of the platform now, which is a little bit more impressive. When you open the Cloud Island, the first thing I'm going to be doing is printing the stuff for Jirachi's habitat and spawning it in. There's a chance that... I mean, okay, so I won't spawn Jirachi, I promise you that. But I don't think it's going to be open right away. But I promise you I will not spawn Jirachi so you can have that satisfaction. I already told you that leads to the other side of the platform, but the main side of the platform you get to from the elevator right over here. So I hollowed out this area quite tremendously to be able to fit 2 of these like little outdoor subway stations with 2 sides for no other reason. Well, I guess there is a reason. I have 2 train tracks, but really for no reason other than the fact that I'm a psychopath. I think it looks great though. Like, I really think the vibe of this is perfect. I really like the interior of the station. I can't see myself doing much to this area. The only thing I would change is like some slight touch-ups with the tunnel itself. Don't know how to do that yet, but if we walk through the train tracks, these ones go up. So bear with me. All the interior tunneling I have to redo. I just wanted the tunneling down to start. Why, thank you. There is a chance it auto spawns and does its thing in the Pokemon Center during the event, though. I don't know if we'll have the Cloud Island up during the event yet. It's going to depend on how long it takes me to get through this Skyland stuff. And one of our streams, we're going to make that checklist I was talking about for the other areas. And I still have to terraform like the entire bottom layers of these station areas still. So hopefully we can do it within the event window. Well, I guess we'll need like 3 weeks, right? Like maybe I'm underestimating my ability to play this game. Fingers crossed. Even if he spawns in like during the event, he's not going to spawn in. Like we'd still have to wait for the event to be over. But we'll cross that bridge later. Continues to go up, and there is another exposed area. I gotta be honest though, I do see myself fully sealing this up. Because if you didn't know where this was, it's kind of like right under here. I see this whole thing getting sealed up and like the edge kind of becoming more of a curved shape, if you know what I mean. So this will, again, most likely get sealed and hidden, which is fine. Don't mind that. As you come up, takes you into this little area. I kind of like this one just being a little thin corridor with maybe a window cut out. And this side getting a bit more of the exposed interior. But this takes you to the Golden Gate Bridge connection that I was talking about for so long, which in itself is like an excellent viewpoint, as you can see as I'm running through. This just looks so good. I can't believe this is something I put down like a million hours ago, and I knew in theory what it would be, but how could I have actually had known? This pushes you down into the Sabrina Gym area right here, which I haven't touched at all. I needed to run the tracks through before I did anything, but now I have the tracks running through. I'm planning on making a little staircase right here. And then, you know, this just being a way to get to the other side of the platform and Sabrina's Gym. We already know that this leads out to the Leaf Den prefab, so I actually went ahead and built a very mini bridge just to get over the water. That turned out pretty okay. Not as impressive as some of the others, but bridges in this area just feel so fitting now. We'll go down. I see a chat here. Wait, how do you get the legendary birds on a Cloud Island? Yeah, you just buy the kits in the shops. I think you unlock them at a certain level if they're not immediately available. I know you get them from the Pokemon Center, one way or the other. Why the double tracks? I'm trying to decide if I do single or double. So all you need is one set of tracks. Me personally, I like to build two because it's extra effort for no reason. Just kidding. No, I like to build two because in theory, in my head, you know, one is for me and then one is for the Pokemon. Like I typically will drop some of the carts down on one so it becomes less usable for the Pokemon, but the other it remains free. You don't have to do that. You really do not have to do that. I think it also just looks nicer, like to have two tracks side by side. Another like headcanon is like one goes north, the other goes south kind of thing, like a real subway system, at least where I live. That's how it works. But you don't need to do that. You do not need to do that. Just because I do it, do not torture yourself. I am not a well person. I'm very well, but I have to say that. So this track system is where it starts to get a little complicated. So if we push down, we'll get to this area here. And what we're trying to connect to is Silphco Station. I am probably going to leave this totally exposed. Like, I don't really see a way to seal it up. The good thing is it's very much invisible for most of Skylands until I restore this area down here. But I don't really mind it being exposed. As you push forward into this area, and we'll terraform the whole interior layers for all this stuff, you're going to get sent into another exterior area, which I also plan on leaving open because of how subtle it is, and I'll show you what I mean. If you're like at the top over here, you can't see it. You don't know it's here. The only way you'll know it's here from the surface is if you happen to like come all the way over here for whatever reason and you look down. Or like, I guess if you're hanging out up here, you might see it on the bridge. But it's like pretty minimal. I don't really mind it being exposed. And then it lends again to the whole, you know, sights you get to see as you travel through the train system. Obviously less impressive things down here, but still. As you push forward, you enter another one of these kind of like opened areas. I'm going to make the ceiling more flat, one layer. I'd like to do that. But I think I'll also leave this one relatively open with, you know, a couple of small corrections. I'm challenging myself to beat the final boss of Deltarune Chapter 4 every day until Chapter 5 releases. Deltarune. I think my coworker was talking about that. I don't even know what it is. So you're going to see like tracks in front of us, but obviously these don't connect there because if we take a right, this is supposed to connect us into Silphco, which I haven't done yet because I was having a lot of trouble deciding on how to do it. So this is like the hardest one to do, so because of that, I think I'm going to do it last. I've built the entire way back out of it already, I just have to figure out how to get in. I was just having a lot of trouble again, so I left it for now. Trouble conceptually, I didn't just push through it yet. But the idea is you'll come back out of Silphco later and continue down this path over here. I think right around here is technically my crafting station. So when I first tunneled here, all the lava from my crafting station came out here and it sent me back like 10 or 15 minutes. It was super annoying. Oh, actually, it's right here. I remember the coarse rock. This is where my crafting station is, unironically. But if you push out, we'll get to one more exposed area, which is very minimal. So I am going to like seal a lot of the bottom of this up. So I don't know how much of this is going to remain open, but of course I'm going to try to keep a lot of it open. I don't know what it's going to look like yet, truth to be told. Possibly could even leave it open, I don't know. It's like Undertale, but different, some kind of sequel, prequel, alternate universe thing. I see. Interesting. As you come up here, you're going to enter in the city center subway stop. So I'll just show you where this is, just in case you haven't seen the other videos. That's this one here in front of the Science Institute. You know, then again, maybe this should just be like the Science Institute station, I think. But you get pushed all the way into here. Need to decorate it. Need to figure out how to use these rooms properly. I'd like this to connect to my crafting station. And I'd like this to connect to the Science Institute, but I haven't done that yet. Past this specific station, the rest are like not done at all. So this is what we're going to try to do today. This is actually where it ends right after this station. So if I come out, we just go into an immediately opened area. So again, this is kind of where it stops. This is the beach station. If I were to take you up the stairs, we'd be at the beach. I might as well just do that. So if we go upstairs, or I guess downstairs first. You go all the way downstairs and then all the way upstairs. You'll see the beach stop over here. So very much undone. The plan is to get this station mapped out a bit. Connect to the cave at Rocky Ridge's station. Map that one out. And when I say map it out, I just mean like build the station. You'll see I left a hole here. That was just so I could see where the heck we were. So yeah, so I want to build this station out, the exterior of it, and then start pushing the tracks into the Rocky Ridge station. So around us here, you're looking at what is going to be the exterior of this stop, essentially. I've already mapped it out completely. So I'm going to encase this and then feed the tracks through, and then try to figure out how the tracks go into the Ridges station. I haven't decided just yet. But now you guys are up to speed with me, right? The next area we're going to go to, if I can go under the bottom here, is the cave for the Rocky Ridges entrance. The cave station right over there. Can you see it from here? If you see it right there by the restaurant. We have to connect to there somehow from the underground of the Ridges area. And then from the Ridges area, we've got to reconnect back up to Celadon. And then we can finally just focus on Silphco before we come back. Make all the stations look pretty. Deal with the underside. And then I can finally build the downtown area of Skylands, which is going to be so fun. I'm so excited to do that. But let's just pick back up from inside of the beach station here, because that's what we have to build. That is what we have to build. I think I have all the materials I need on hand, for now, at least. What do you guys think? It's kind of insane, isn't it? This is a very ambitious project. I feel like it's more ambitious than the Rocky Ridges one. Because the Rocky Ridges one was really just tunneling. This is like tunneling, terraforming, outside weirdness. It's kind of a beast. Okay, the first thing we should do... Well, actually... I gotta think about this. Because I need the tracks to be on a lower level, and as you've seen, that is, like, what I'm standing on is the absolute ground. So the tracks can be on this level. Well, actually, wait, maybe I'm making it more complicated than it needs to be. Okay. Let's go ahead and just put down the ground. Let's start there. Let's start at the ground. No, sorry. Let's start at the tracks. So I need the tracks to feed into this area. Easy to do. We just go boom and boom, and then we start going forward. I try to have the paths for the tracks going straight for as long as possible. It's fantastically ambitious, thank you. Oh, work email. I gotta read this. Even though I'm not working. Okay, sick. That's a good thing. Okay. But yeah, I try to have the tracks just going as straight for as long as possible, because I do that. There's no other reason. Oh, I accidentally broke the tracks. And then I'd like them to have like a block on the edges free, like that, because it looks nice. So the bare minimum we would need to accommodate these, if we just put it down, and we want that one row on the edge, is here. Which means these ones can go here, and we can just go all the way to connect them. Okay, and if we want the one extra block on this side, then our path, or not our path, but the rest of the station would start here. Okay, so let's put that down. Just like that. This is where it gets a little weird, though. Because... Oh, actually, I think we're good. I think we're totally good. All I have to do is make it so that there's enough room for one more set of stairs right there. Okay, cool. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Wow. We'll set the walls up too in a second. Let's go to the left a little bit just in case. I don't want to push this outside. It won't be too hard to clean up, but I just would rather avoid it. I think I'll just put like a layer of cliff rock down here just to seal this up even more. Don't think there's a harm in that. Right? Might as well just make things a little bit more neat. Right, we have to do the whole like ceiling later. But this specific area is just going to be encased, so the other thing we'll want to do is put some of this down in the floor. Get all this good, or going. Okay. I'd like to possibly have like a hidden door that takes you into whatever's left of this area. I don't know if that's going to be possible for this specific station, because the reason I say that is there is this whole like entrance over here that leads you out to access to the crater. So if possible, right, this kind of gets you back to the crater area. If possible, I'd like to leave this accessible from down here. So I might have to seal this side of it up and then open it up over there or something. But I'd like you to be able to, from this train station, access that crater path still. So I guess that would mean like a door over here, and we can build like an extra tunnel. Not a tunnel, but we can carve a path potentially. We'll worry about that once we get the walls up though. Let's go ahead and just fill these gaps right now. So I need concrete stairs like this. I love it, so inspiring. I'm going to do the same thing and I can't wait. I'm saving all the grass and rock on Cloud Islands. This is a fun process to do. I've already done it in the ridges, so I'm pretty confident in my execution at this point. But seeing it built is like a super cathartic experience to travel through it for the first time. What's sad about it though is like after you build it and like 20 hours pass, you just start to like take it for granted a bit because it's just something you use at that point. I don't know if that makes sense. But it is a little sad. So I think this is all going to become wall. Just so I can not forget about that, I want to mark it now. Like that. And we'll just come up here as well. I'm probably going to need more of this flooring very soon. Let's go ahead and mark this down. This is where the tracks go, so we leave it. This should all actually be gravel, now that I think about it. I don't know if I have enough gravel for this. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Hopefully. I have no gravel left. This is like all of it, so I really hope. I don't think we have enough. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, here's the deal. If I can't finish the gravel, I'll come back later and do it. Like, I'll go farm some. I'm not too worried about it. How much iron do you think you need for all the train tracks? God, if I know. I think I've crafted at least like 800 tracks by now. So do the math. Fortunately, I don't really ever feel like I'm low on that resource just because of my farms and how often I visit them, even when I'm not in the wastelands. But it will be something substantial, I'm sure. I will leave that for now. So one thing we should also put down is like some exterior walls now. So that would be here. And we're just going to encase up to the stairs. I need 5 blocks. So technically it has to be 6 blocks tall. Because I'd like to have 5 interior, with the 6th being the ceiling. That will match the other stations we have. So let's just kind of go through. If 6 is what we want, then we can do this. This should be 6, right? Can I count? Well, I guess from here. So 1, 2, 3. We'll use this one as a guide. So 4, 5, 6. So we'll fully encase it, and then we'll know where we need to fill in from. Just keep going around, then I'll go get some more of this stuff. Ooh, I should treat this one a little different. Like that. Might as well just be thorough. Like, we're so far at this point, right? Might as well just be thorough. It'll be helpful to turn this into a wall now. That's 4, right? So 5, 6. Oh, am I making a mistake? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 6 right up here. Okay. We need more already. The answer is yes. Yeah, this is a crazy project. This is something like I've on the low just been like dreading doing for 2 reasons. I think I've said this already, but number 1, it's like such an insane thing to do. Especially the Silphco side, I'm still nervous about that. But also it just kind of means that our Skylands journey, at least this wave 1 of building it, is just coming to an end. And even scarier for some reason for me is having to actually start playing this game normally. Like, once Skyland is quote-unquote done, this will not be the end of Skylands, this is just infrastructure, but once it's done, quote-unquote, then I have to start, like, looking at every area and personalizing them, moving the right Pokemon in, getting my decks. I'd start playing the game regularly. That kind of scares me for some reason. Though that is the most fun I've had playing the game. is the first time I went through Withered Wastelands and I just started looking at things and filling in spaces. Of course, it got really out of hand. But decorating and all that, that was when I truly had the most amount of fun. So I am excited to get back to it. But also petrified because I think I have fallen in love with the whole building process. Fortunately, Pallet Town and Cloud Islands exist. Oh, by the way, I'm starting to get really annoyed that Pallet Town has recipes you can only unlock by getting it to 10. So I'm thinking about doing a possible mini video series on Pallet Town, like a challenge mini series, building one single community that gets Pallet Town to a level 10. I want to see if that's possible. So there's going to be a giant apartment, giant condo, some prefabs, and I'm just going to try my best to see if I can get that one apartment filled in and get the whole thing to like a 10. I don't know if it's possible, but that would be cool. Okay. Let's keep going. Well, the edge is right here. Okay, I see. So this is what I have to do then. I don't want to use more than I need to. So we're trying our best. Oh, whoops. Okay. Just pen around here. We're doing good. I guess I don't have to. Whatever. We'll do it anyways. Okay. Over we go. And we will start on this side so I don't have to think as much. We can just focus on connecting what's here. Go all the way across. Oh, I missed one. Here we go. Okay. And then we'll start back here so we know the max height. I think it's technically 7 because the tracks are down a level. Yep. Okay. Oh, that's strange. Oh, I see. This one has a little bit of extra height to it. That's a little bit extra height. Okay. There you go. So, how do we want to... I guess we can just... We can kind of ignore this and actually just lower it from here. Well, let's see how it looks after. I don't want to think about it too much yet. Oh, did I mess up? Oh, I see. So that's exact. So it's actually too lower, technically speaking. Okay, so let's just try to keep it leveled for now. And what I'll do is, based on how awkward it looks, we'll fill in some details at the end. So let's take this down. And then we'll do the other side. Then we'll make a roof or something. Okay, so that's weird. That is indeed the height. So we'll just go all the way across first before we come back. Connect to the wall. Oh, are you serious? I ran it already? Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go get more, I guess. So 310 is what I just grabbed, and that wasn't enough. We're gonna grab like 600. Might as well grab 700. Do I have space for that? Yeah, I'm good. It's only like 7 stacks, not that much. I think I have like 2,000 stones on me, so we should be fine. And that's just in Skylands too. We're good. We are good. Okay. Okay, 700. 700. I passed it. There we go. A nice round 712. That is the number of the day. Challenge, count to 712 times. How fast can you do it? I'm kidding, don't do that. Unless you want to, but don't do that. I can't tell you what to do, or not to, I guess. Okay. Down we go. And boom. You know what's funny? I think I mentioned this on stream too. Technically, if I just made a hole right there, I would have had access to the same thing that I have access to this way. But this is more awesome, so we did this. This just looks way better, so we did this. Okay, let's go. Okay. Down we go. Okay. So now we can put down this, which is technically the roof. And what I want to know is how awkward this looks. So I think what will work best is just to seal it up simply. Like that. And it kind of just naturally forms a tunnel down. Oh, I see. We need 3 open, don't we? What is this? 1, 2, 3? Oh, I see. Okay, easy to fix. Easy to fix. We just do this. You're not going to see this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, easy peasy. And then it looks nice from the inside. Boom. A little awkward, actually. I think what would be better is to push this out one more. So that it just looks like more of a... It still doesn't look right to me. I mean, technically this is only 2. So if we really wanted this to work, we should remove this. Yeah, totally should remove this. Push this forward. And then we'll just come around to the other side and do what we just did a second ago, but over here. Like this. And this should make it so you don't see that gap. And we can even do this. So if I go back through it this time, and again, we're not going to ever see this again because we're going to basically trap ourselves inside of the subway area. But there you go, that looks way better. That fits better too. I don't have to do anything to the sides, but I would like to just get rid of this. Update finished. Phase 2. Oh, okay. This guy's making progress. He is making progress. We're all making progress today. There's no reason for me to do this. I just like the look of the tracks better. It's not that I like the look of the tracks that much better, but it is. They're still kind of weird because they have this architecture as if they were still standing on blocks, which I don't love, but I do prefer the look of them just not on anything at all if I have the choice. I think I have the choice here, so let's now just kind of deal with this. Clean it up. And this whole floor is going to become gravel, which I have no patience to go farm yet. I'm going to leave it what it is. It's just a subtle touch anyways. It's not like a big deal. We don't need to change it to anything yet. That's fine enough for me. Let's go ahead and add the ceiling now. Okay. Okay. Whoops. I can't believe we're getting Jirachi, guys. That's so awesome. I'm throwing Jirachi in the moon house in Skylands. I don't know how it's going to work yet, but he's going in there. I haven't had any ideas of what to do with it, and then they announced Jirachi just as soon as I'm about to wrap up Skylands 2. Like, how did they know? How did they know I was going to make an announcement video with my island tour where I talked about how I want to cover news? How do they know? I don't have any leaks inside the Pokemon Company yet. But even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. So maybe I do. I don't. I have to say that for legal reasons, I do not. Okay. So let's go ahead and carve out where the tracks are exiting from, which I think is here. And we'll keep it simple. We'll make it 4 up for now. I guess 5 up. How tall is this side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It goes all the way up. I mean, I guess if I want to make it the same, I could fully leave it opened. And we're going to have to do some weirdness soon. Some weirdness because I don't want these tracks going towards the ridge station to actually be visible over ground. So I have to really figure out how to do this. One thing I know is below us is the bottom of the map. So possibly we just run it through the bottom and then seal it up later. I think that's the only way to do it, because if we go straight, we're going to be outside, and I don't want to be outside that way. I'd rather be outside under. Okay, let's run the tracks through and then decide what to do. Oh, you know what? Before that, I would like to make the hidden exit. And I think the only way to do it, because this is the walking platform, is to just do it here. So I'll give myself 3. We'll do it like this. Hopefully this doesn't hit the outside areas. It does. Shoot. Okay. So we're going to have to, like, seal this up a little bit. Which is fine, just so I can have a proper walkway. That's not too bad, I guess. This should be easy to seal up. Is this Skyland dirt? I think it is. So I might have what I need on hand already, but let's see how this is going to work. I'm going to just try to do it sloppy, which would be here. I don't love this, but it is what it is. And then I guess we can try to just connect this area. Let's go back to the one side. That's sealed up now. That is good. Can we get rid of this without it poking through? We can. Then we might as well seal this up. It still just looks a bit weird. So I might just do some... Actually, do we need to do anything much for this? It's not, I guess not. We could add some depth over here somehow. How does that even work, man? Okay. I'm gonna regret this, I feel. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just keep going. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Okay. And then naturally I should do something to here, which I'm really gonna regret this in a second. I can feel it. Okay, let's add some non-symmetry here. Maybe that will help ease my stress. I don't want to carve too much of this, but I think I do need to make a path here more accessible. Okay. Let's go back. That should be fine, right? Does that look that bad? Not really. I think we could add a little bit of stuff over here, if anything. And the way to do that would just be zigzags. So let's see what the maximum zigzagness we can do is. Something like this. This is where the terraforming starts to get out of hand. Very quickly, in fact. Okay. Let's try not to spend too much time on this. This is the shape I'm settling on, so it's the shape we are settling on. And then we'll just kind of come in with zigzags. That's going to have to be good enough. I'll leave that opened. And that. Okay. I don't want to do this for too much longer because it's going to take a lot of our time up. There we go, like this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Okay, then we come in. We go for the zigzag again. The zigzag again, and I guess that's where that one ends. Okay, it's starting to close up by itself. Good, good, good. Zigzag. Oh, yes. This is actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. So then we can just do this, and this, and this. And that's got to be enough. That doesn't look too bad, eh? Kind of looks a little natural. I think we could totally add grass to the top layer, and that would help a lot more. But that's not something we need to do right now. Coffee sip is something we need to do, though. Absolutely. How am I playing this game with one hand? Is that a testament to my skill? I'm still one-handed. I'm still one-handed. Okay. 2 hands. We're adults. 2 hands. Yeah, so just because that side is all the way up, I'm going to leave this one all the way up. Maybe not. I might change my mind about that later. It makes sense on this side. It's technically 3 if you really think about it. So, you know what? Executive decision. Let's close this up a bit and just leave 4 free. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, which means this gets sealed. Okay. Nice. What's my... Okay. We are good on Rock Punch PP. Put that in. Oh, right. I was worrying about this area. I think we can actually just close this side up too. Like, there's not really a reason we can't. And I don't have to, like, finish this, because I'm going to put a door and everything later, but I just want to have the option to later on have a path to get to there. Nice. And we'll seal all this up too, but not right now. We'll even add, like, a ceiling for ourselves in here. But okay, secret entrance / exit available. Let's ignore the rest for now. Let's just keep pushing and try to connect this to Cave Rock Station. We're gonna have to pause for a second and think about how to do it, though. I just want to get the tracks up to about where this part starts. Let's say right here. I don't know if that's enough room to go down, so I might have to have it go down right at the end. But we'll deal with that in a second. Let's get these tracks laid down. And I did go through some of it already by myself, like with a coaster, so unfortunately I can't experience that with you together. But it was pretty awesome. Okay, so this is the floor, which means this goes to the bottom of the map. We're gonna peek down here and just try to understand what we're doing. Okay. I want to just pop in here for a moment and see what I see. This is just a wall, right? Yeah, okay. So, really the only way I'm going to be able to do this properly, if I know that is... Oh, you can see the whole thing on the bottom, which makes sense, I guess. But if that is where the tracks are going to come out of, I need to know where they need to go into, which means we have to do a little bit of work on this station, I think. And I also have to think about how this is actually going to connect to Celadon, which is kind of a pain. I'd like it to also travel underground, non-exposed if possible. Hold on, actually, I want to see one more thing. At the bottom. Because this is technically where I came in the Connecting Skylands miniseries, and this is where I was inspired to see everything. So I think what I'm planning on is from the Ridges Station, it's going to come out and just spend some time being suspended in here to push into there. And then it will somehow get up to the level we need it to get up to. But I'll have it just go in there and I'll worry about, you know, all of that stuff. And then some of it will remain exposed, some of it will not. That's the Eat Station, by the way. If you were wondering what that little weird structure there, that's the Eat Station. Okay, anyways, let's go inside the cave system, the cave subway system, so that we can, or cave subway stop, so that we can carve an area from the bottom of it, so I can see where I need to go. The coffee is not helping. Okay. Hey, what's up? What's up, buddy? Nope. Talk to me when you got some rare Pokemetal. Just kidding. Just kidding. So this one's kind of massive. This is the biggest cavern. I want to keep as much of it as possible opened. So actually that kind of makes things easy for us, because if I want to keep as much of this opened as possible, this is like clearly a wall that's formed. So we can try to make the station over here, which I think will work, and then push out that way and go underground so that we can keep as much of it possible. We'll go underground past this area before we get to this point. So the only way for me to do this is to just start marking down where the tracks need to connect to, and then I can connect that to the tracks in like a corridor kind of way. So we need 22 by 9. I want to see where the tracks are from here. So hold on. Oh, you can't even see them from here. Oh, shoot. They're like over there then. Oh, this one's going to be very tough. Oh, no. How do I do this? This one is very tough. I might have to rethink this a lot. Can I somehow make the train track system go in from here? What's on the other side? Oh, so this is all like a non-hollowed out area too. Interesting. So possibly, right, there's a whole backside to it. Oh my god. So I think the subway part is like over there. We don't have to second guess. We can just... We can make a small little tunnel to it, I guess. Oh, shoot. This is... Oh, man. This is not the subway system. Running into roadblocks. That's for sure. Oh, man. That did not go where I thought it would go. Needless to say, I still think we can funnel the tracks into here somehow. So surely this is just the beach side. So maybe I was wrong about what I was saying earlier, where like that will take us outside. Is this not just the beach? Oh, this is totally the beach. Oh, this is a lot easier. I'm making it more difficult for no reason. Okay, cool. So we're gonna think a little bit less now. I love when I get to say that. We just have to go straight and that will take us into what we were just looking at. I'm pretty confident. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. Oh my gosh, wow. So the challenge though still is, how do I save as much of this as possible? I still think I have to like make a small tunnel from that side. But this does make things dramatically easier, I gotta be honest. Let's do this for a second. So let's go ahead and just put Skyrock down so we don't have to burn any valuable materials on the edges over here. We'll go 2 back. We'll say like this. Okay. Let's seal this up a bit. Like that. All the way, actually. Not a bit. Dude, this is not going to be that bad, actually. I think I was hyping this up in my head too much. That's not the right way to describe it, I guess, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, let's go ahead and pop that up there. Okay. So, I don't need to keep this opened anymore, but we do need to make, like, an actual tunnel in here. So, before that, let me make the ceiling, which is just going to be that. And then some berries. Then some berries. Berries. And then we just magnemite until we get to the other side with a straight tunnel. You know what? I think I would like the tunnel to just be a 3x3 at this point, or like a 3x4, so they can kind of get rid of the edges, because you only need that in the station part. And that will also help us preserve as much of this as possible. I'm thinking about what I said, and I still want the tracks to kind of go outside a little bit. So that Celadon connection part specifically, I think is going to go from the underground area I showed you a second ago. But we're going to make the path towards the Ridges station as narrow as possible, which is a 3x3 or a 3x4 space. Might as well do 3x4 because we're already kind of adhering to that, unintentionally, but also intentionally. But yeah, okay. Wow, I did not aim that properly at all. Wow, I missed that entirely. Okay. It's going to be tough for me to start pushing the tracks through here until I know exactly where they're supposed to go. So we do have to go back and just try to, like, make a path somehow. I'm pretty confident this one does take you outside, so let's just test that. Yeah, I can see it. Okay. That's good to know. We understand some limits here. So we want to ignore this entire left side wall, or wall in front of us. I'm going to push the tracks out a little bit, just because there's no harm at this point. There's no harm at this point. Let's push them out. Oh, we're going to have to make more soon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. And then I think we have no choice but to go back to the Rocky Ridges part. Maybe we can start on this side. So, hypothetically, I can push them out this way, and in theory, they can come all the way over here and then turn. And then I guess they would turn one more time left, depending on how I want to do this. or if I'm thinking about truly being space conscious and keeping as much of this as possible. Oh, I just thought about what to do. Okay. This side is a flat wall. It makes the most sense to build a tunnel alongside it because it's also just like ugly to look at from an architecture perspective. We're going to get more train tracks, then come back in, but I think I have a pretty good idea here about what to do. Oh, we can go this way. Haha! It's already paying dividends, guys. This little path we made. It's perfect. Nice. You know, so much of like these connection points was unintentional. We're really just lucky that we terraformed in the exact way we terraformed. And again, I am pretty sure I've used like 800 tracks so far, because there's many a times when I've made 300 just like I'm about to do now. At least 3 times I've done that. So maybe I'm closer to 1,000. I think with these 300, I'm certainly over 1,000. I don't know how many iron ore you're gonna need for that, but good luck. Then again, like your tracks aren't gonna be as crazy as mine, right? They're not gonna be as big because you didn't manually connect all of Skylands and double the landmass. So don't stress. Don't stress. Just be happy. Okay, so I don't want to go straight this way. I want to go straight from here. So I'm gonna... What are you guys doing down here? This is illegal! Illegal! What are you doing? You're not supposed to be here. I gotta seal that up soon. What are you guys doing? You goobers. If I ask, what is the command channel in the Discord used for? I don't know. I think I copied it from like my own personal Discord server, and I really like space, so I named a lot of stuff like very space themed. I guess like command center felt like a place to receive news or something. I don't know. I have to like more meticulously plan out that Discord, I'll be honest. But I'm not too worried about it yet. I think there's only like 2 people in the Discord server so far, so I'll get a handle of it this weekend. But for now, it is what it is. For now, it is what it is. For now. I think this is wrong. Okay, so here? Yes, okay. Let's connect the tracks first, and then we will start building the framing around them. I'm not going to use the simple flooring yet. I'm just going to hang on to it. I have like a metric ton of Skyland cliff rock I need to get rid of. I'm going to use that as much as I can for the rest of this. 3x4 I said. 3x4 for the tunnel. That's one space in between, right? Okay, good. They're leaving. Get out of here, guys. This is illegal. This is dangerous. There's Yveltels down here. No, oh, what if we get Yveltel? I would love that so much. I would absolutely love me some Yveltal. Are they actually leaving? Oh my god, they're actually leaving. That's beautiful. I just gotta watch them. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, let's do the other side now. That's not what I wanted. Now, there's actually 3 people, and I'm one of them. Yes! Well, I wasn't counting myself, I guess. Unless there's a new person since the last time I looked, which is very possible. One thing I want to decide on right now is where the wall's going, and guess what? I just decided it's going right here. So, we'll push this up. We'll just do it like a layer of 2, I guess. We have to go all the way across, unfortunately. This is fine, though. Here we go. All the way. And then I guess we've kind of found where the tracks are going to lead into. You know one thing I did with the ridges that made my track so successful that I'm going to just do now? Is I stopped thinking. I remember at one point I literally dug like 2 straight lines as far as I possibly could. And then after that I was like, okay, where do the tracks intersect? It did mean I had to go back and fix a lot, but I think like even though I had to do that, the amount of time I saved by not trying to think so hard about where everything's placed was probably worth it. So I'm going to try the same thing. I'm going to just, on the gesture of good faith, assume that leads me to where I need to go. You know what, actually? We can totally find out right now. We don't have to wait till the tracks turn that way. Let's just see where it goes. Please? Oh, that's a subway wall. Okay, awesome. So I do know now what to do. We're gonna enclose that wall and fix this, but that actually, my method is correct. Immediately proven right. So if we know that the tracks go here, we're gonna make them turn left basically to get out into here whenever we think that has to happen. I will just leave this open for a little bit so I remember. But you see what I mean? Just like push. Keep going. Push. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. In the worst case scenario, you can abandon the entire subway system. Okay, that's great. We now know that they can totally push in this way, but eventually they're going to have to turn right. So I will just make a little bit of space for me to do that. And this is all stuff that was just originally in the ridges that I basically concealed for what we did by connecting everything. But I can get all this for now. It should be 3. So before I dig, well, actually, it's obvious that this is the third side. I don't need to validate that. I know that is the case. So I'll just push this out as far as I have extended the roof part. I won't do any more than that just yet. I'm not even going to bother like terraforming the inside and making it look uniform. I just want to get the tunneling done. That's the most important part. Everything else is really just cosmetic. And we've infinite time to go back through that and make it look nice, right? But we have to make sure we get this down first, the actual track system. Okay, so let's finish pushing out the train tracks now. I love that they're so straight for so long too. It helps so much. You know what? I think I do want to just make all this a tunnel and then be able to use the rest of the space later. So here's what we'll do. We'll just keep going. We will just keep on going. Starting on this one because it's the edge. It's going to turn first. And that will stop me from making any silly mistakes that I have to correct later. We'll just push out like 3 times like that. And then I know the other ones are going to end up here. And I know that they're going to go this way. Nice. We could start sealing it up, honestly. Working on Bleak Beach right now, repair's going so well. I can't wait to start repairing stuff. I'm actually excited to restore the areas in Skylands. The SSN and the museum still scare me, though. How can those places scare me if I've literally, like, cleared all the ash and rocky ridges and I've connected Skylands? I don't understand my brain. I've done things that are objectively, like, crazier, but for some reason, trying to restore the museum and the SSN are daunting to me. It doesn't make any sense. But I guess I can't control everything my brain does. I can control a lot of it, but sometimes the brain's just like, hey, what if something goes wrong? I don't have any good inspo for the SSN or the museum yet. I would like to make both of them my own, but keep their, like, authenticity as close as possible. I guess it's not the right way to word that, but I'd like to keep them as close as possible to how they originally were. I am at this point going to start building a wall/tunnel around this. So we'll just leave it as 3 high for now, and then we'll come back and add the roof, and that will be 4. Oh, I should leave this part open so that I can get into it easier later. But we keep going. So I have to make it 1 more. Oh, we're actually out of Skyline. That's crazy. Doesn't matter, I guess, what we use. And I have, like, actually 2 chests of, like, Skyline rock, but we're going to replace all this stuff later, so it doesn't matter. I think I should make it a layer of 2 on the outer perimeter, just in case any weirdness happens later where I break a wall. I'm not, like, immediately SOL. I mean, either way, I'm not SOL. Like, it's not really a big deal, but I like knowing. I feel comfortable knowing that there's a padding of 2. Okay. Like that. Like that. This will be the first padding of 2. Done. Then we'll just come all the way back around to the exterior and do the same, and then we'll worry about the roof in a second here. Wow. Wow, that is insane. Do I have to actually go get a bunch of Skyland Cliff Rock? We do. Wow, okay. Okay, let's go get some. I got a lot. I got a ton of it, and I would like to use all of it, so this is nice. Or else it goes down the yeet station. Or else it goes down the yeet station. Okay. Should be able to zip over here. So, if you see that box right in front of me, the very bottom one, that is all Skyland Cliff Rock, and it is full. And also over here is Skyland Cliff Rock, and it is also full. We have so much from terraforming this area. And at one point we used all of it and just got more, somehow. This should be okay. I guess the best way is just to go back through the crater entrance. Right here. I should make a better path to this too. Might as well just do that now. Oh. Oh, what is that? That must have been an area for my terraforming as well. I'll take it down for now. I think it's just empty. Yeah, okay, I remember this. I'll seal it up, actually. We just need a certain amount of it exposed for the walkway, so if I just do this and this, let's see what's... Okay. There you go. None the wiser. None the wiser. Let's keep pushing. Let us keep pushing. All these extra bits are going to be easy to deal with later. But again, the most important part is just getting the tracks down. And the tunnels for the tracks. The rest is just decorating, so that's the fun part, right? At least that's what I tell myself. That's the fun part. That is the fun part. Okay. Alright. So, I have to learn how to golf in 3 weeks. Long story, but it's work related. I have 3 weeks to learn how to golf. Or else. That's all I could say. Any advice? Any golfers here? Please? Please. The CEO has told me that I have 3 weeks to learn. That's all I can tell you guys. I'm in desperate need of advice. I do have a golf range near me that I can go to practice, but how am I going to practice if I'm streaming Pokopia? How? Oh, man. Okay, so I have a couple days before I have to take it seriously, but I do have to take it seriously over the next, basically this weekend onwards, and then I have 3 weeks to get good at it. That sounds crazy. I think I've only ever golfed technically twice outside of mini golf when I was younger, and I was terrible, because I've never really done it before, so my form is awful. And my hand-eye coordination, I fear, has, like, degraded over the years. Oh, I forgot to do the tunnel on the outside part. Could we leave it open? Nope. Nope. No, we won't. We will not. We will absolutely not. We are sealing it. Let's do that now. Okay. We have so much of the Skyline Cliff Rock that I genuinely don't care. Let's seal it all. This side will be easier, because there's less. Okay. Guessing no golfers in the chat. No one to save me. I'm supposed to watch the open the world thingy. Oh my, I don't even know what I'm talking about, dude. Shows you how much I know about golf. I gotta watch this. What is it, the US Open or something? That starts today, I think. I'll probably watch it after stream, so that I can start to slowly immerse myself in the culture of golf. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we can seal the top of this, which is also not hard to do, just tedious. We'll start here. There we go. This coffee is definitely not doing anything. Okay. Nice. Okay. Like so. And some of these. I guess I could make the top level too as well, but I'm not going to. Bring a lot of money to play golf. You need to make sure your outfit fits in with the others in the area, so you're probably going to have to buy a lightweight shirt. I'm so cooked. I'm pulling up with a sweater. I don't care. Money's not going to be an issue. I don't even think I have to pay for this, like, the first couple of sessions. That's a long story as well. But assume money is not a problem. You're saying the outfit is really important, eh? So I have gone to, like, golf events because the people that I tend to work alongside of, the type of job I'm in, golfing is, like, a very common thing people do recreationally. So I've been to, like, a ton of events, but usually we're, like, without spoiling too much, we're usually sponsoring the golfing days, so I don't have to play. But inevitably, eventually I will be in a position where I have to play. Because we won't always be sponsoring them. Sometimes we'll be participating just to have better interactions with... I'm saying too much. So it's not like my first rodeo, but yeah, I guess I need some better clothes for golfing. Ugh. The crowd of the golf course I'm going to is just like people that are like at least double my age. So I don't know if they're really gonna care what I wear, but maybe you're right. Maybe I should invest into a nicer outfit. Usually it is very hot in the golf course, and you don't want to be caught with a heavy shirt. You need that. You need one. Oh yeah, that's true. I think it's been raining a lot here, so when I do go, it's going to be kind of mild weather. So I'm kind of hoping it is like that, because I would rather just wear a sweater. To be totally honest, like, I wear a suit regularly at work. And whenever I cannot be in a suit when I'm home, I like to do that. I guess I'm not going to be at home, but... I'm not going to wear a suit, I know that. I'll not be wearing a suit to play golf. Holy text messages. OMG, I just missed registering Ho-Oh for like the 17th time. Dude, I didn't even build the bell yet. I will build the bell when I feel like it. Jesus Christ. My friends just discovered Champions is on mobile, so they're going a little crazy. So that is the entire tunnel encased, and we can worry about terraforming the inner layer later, but now we need to figure out something important, which is how are we going to connect to the ridges area? And we have an idea. Right, we have an idea. I'll actually just seal this up again. Oh, the idea is what we kind of discovered together. And let's go ahead and pull this up too. So we can go around from this side, and I think the first thing we have to do is just build like the inner perimeter of the subway station for this area. So the dimensions I've been working with are 22 by 9. So where is going to be the best place to fit that is the question. We're probably going to have to do some weird corridor stuff here. So like make it go straight, because like we can't fit 22 by 9 here. We can't fit it here. So chances are it has to be somewhere out here. Oh, and this does make sense, because if I want this to be an entrance into, I guess... Well, I guess I don't know what I want this to be an entrance to. Do I want this to be an entrance to this cave system? I think I do. Okay, so that helps, actually. So we need it to be 22 by 9 without encroaching on this, leaving at least a block free. 22 by 9, leaving a block free. So how much space are we working with? Across? Well, actually, we can probably make it like 9 ahead of me and then 22 to my left and right. I think that will work. And the minimum I need is 1 block in front. So why don't we try it with the minimum I need? So you'd come down here, and then there would be a wall over here that I haven't built yet, basically. And then, yeah, so we can close... Okay, I have an idea. Let's try to enclose it now as a guideline. So we'll say that this will eventually become a wall. And if this is going to be a wall, I think we can close it off pretty much right here. So there'll be a little tiny pocket, which looks a little natural, and then you'll walk outwards to get to whatever's left in here. Terraforming pending. Okay, this helps. So I want 22 spaces by 9. So this is the wall, it doesn't count, right? So it's the inner parts. So 9. Technically 11 if you want to think about it like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll go back and count again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we can get rid of the whole middle section now. Easier to grab. There you go. So that is going to be the walls. And now we just need 22 spaces, counting both directions. There's not really like a specific method we have to use. So why don't I just see how far out that way I can go? And if I want this to remain what it is, and I want a corridor that is at least 2 to walk through. Okay, hold on. We don't have to worry about the intricacies of that just yet. We have to go this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then we just close this off. We can worry about making it a little bit more aesthetic after, but the idea is, you know, we'll make this kind of a singular corridor where it doesn't poke out like that. It's just a walkway this way. And if I want it to be 2, easy enough to just... Well, I guess it would open up at this point. Like, that would kind of be the entryway. This makes sense. Okay. So I'll seal this side up, and then we'll count again, because I forgot how big I made it. Thinking less and just worrying about executing. I'm the kind of person that if I let myself, I will obsess about every single detail before I act. So I know better than that, and I know myself well enough to just start doing things before I think too much. Like that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and the wall right there. Let me just go this way. And this is going to be the area where our train station lives. So what I want to do now is go back and try to get the tracks to come in here somehow. That could be a challenge. That actually might force us to push things up again. Because now the tracks have to come from that way. Or this way, and then into here. Is that possible? Oh, wait. We know the answer already. We totally know the answer already. It is possible. Because of this. Right, I forgot. So I've just decided that each of my areas will have a different main type of housing. Wastelands, mostly prefabs. Bleak Beach, mostly block homes. Ridge and Skylines, mostly factions. Yeah, that works. I really like the idea I did here where I had those like small little prefab communities. I think, like in a perfect world, I could have went back and done things properly, but like a mini stone house community in the ridges, which I still might do. A mini leaf house one in the wastelands, which I think I can do. A mini beach one in beach. And then Pallet Town, I'll probably also do like the same type of little mini communities I did here, but just one of each. So I won't do like 2 floating cities, but I will probably do a floating city in Pallet Town. I don't know, actually. I don't want to commit to anything like in Pallet Town yet. A very unknown area for me. Okay. I think that's the 5 we need. Right? We need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, can't count. 5. So the tracks are going to come out from here. Oh, what's that? Oh, right. Okay. That's another way in here. Oh, that's interesting. That could probably get you down here if I build it right. Okay, cool. I'm going to try not to seal this side of the wall up, just so I remember about that. Okay, so this is going to be where the train connects to, so we're just going to draw ourselves a line here so we see it all. I'm going to switch to Magnemite and do the same here. I want to see it better. I'll even go one in. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and connect ourselves to that pathway we accidentally built with Grappler. Right there. And now I know where it needs to end. Oh, look at that. That's so perfect. That was a fluke. Maybe you'll be inspired from my pallet town. Possibly. There was one pallet town I saw that has continued to inspire me. It was like this massive cityscape. So like, it's probably something, I don't know exactly what I'll do in pallet town. I want it to be like insane. I want to build a manual sky island, either in the Cloud Island or in my pallet town. So we've got some plans. I'm just trying not to commit myself to anything seriously. Oh, I guess I didn't need to make it 5. No, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did, because it's going to connect into here. But that also kind of means this should be bigger. So let's try to get this to be 5 as well. Right now it's 3, so we need to go 2 up. And we'll just carve out exactly what we need to connect to this. Oh, I missed coarse rock there. Pallet Town's still a long time away, guys. Like, unless I decide to do that challenge so I can get all the unlockables, which I might. Maybe it's not as long as I think. Like, I thought the Skyland subway system was like 300 hours away at this point. But boy, was I wrong. I see what's happening. Okay, let's keep going. Just keep pushing. This is ugly. But we'll leave it. Because what we can do is just, for now, do I have any grass, possibly? No? Just barren soil? Okay, we'll just do this. No stress. No stress. It is me, the Ratatouille guy! I changed my username! Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. I'm gonna need you to make a Ratatouille-inspired restaurant for all the stuff you've been talking about. That is your next challenge. Build with me, Ratatouille edition. If you go back and you watch the start of the stream, you'll see me actually take you guys through all the subway stops. If you want to do that, you don't have to. But once I finish the connection here, we have to connect to Celadon, and then all that's left is Silphco, and we have the entire thing mapped out, which is crazy. Crazy! Okay, let's seal this up now. Starting with this part, because this is going to be this, and I'll go one more in because I can. Then we'll just kind of seal it all the way. Like that. Okay. Hi, Captain. Okay. So it's going to turn in and come into the station, which means we can raise the ceiling over here too. And we'll just use cliff rock for that. Okay, is that too far out? Yeah, it is. It is. Okay. Sweet. Now we just have to push ourselves into the train system. This is 5, so I will put down the floor now. And we want to... I guess it doesn't have to go down as much. It has to go down 1 less. Because the floor is going to be here. Okay. There you go. Okay, sweet. Let's go ahead and seal up the sides here. How many spaces? Just 1? Okay, so then we can just do this. Oops. And I'll grab this. Before I... Hold, is this even 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. This is 4, not 5. We must raise it by 1! Oh, that makes sense, because we just raised the 4, so that actually makes perfect sense why this happened. 1, 2, 3. I'm okay with this being like 4, then it leads out into the 5. You know what? I'm gonna spend too much effort if I do this, so it's fine. It can be 3. It can be 3. I'll worry about this later. For now, I just want to get this all built and chunked out. If it needs to be 5, it has to come up one more level, like this. Like this. I guess we don't have to go all the way around. But we should try to connect this part. And I'll do this because I can. We can seal up that side later. You know what? Whatever. Let's just do it. How tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. I guess I regret everything I just did a second ago. Let's totally take it down. Not worried about the ceiling yet. I can fix that later. And the walls. Yeah, okay. This is making sense to me. This is making sense. He's nice. Okay. Push back again. And it'll all just kind of be 5. It'll all just kind of be 5. The Final Fantasy remake any good? I have it downloaded, but I haven't played it at all yet. Is that a Monday stream kind of thing? That I still have to finish Donkey Kong Bonanza too. Oh my god, we gotta finish that on Monday streams. I think. Not this coming Monday. I think I still want to do Pokopia stuff, but maybe the next one. Oh yeah, this coming Monday I need to start auditing all my islands, so I have a checklist that I can post in the Discord server of things we need to do. I'll probably just do it on stream with you guys. It'll be a very like super casual stream. I don't think we'll actually do anything besides audit what I want to do. Just for like a couple hours or less. Okay. I think I need more of the stone square tiling. I'm not going to be able to finish this, that's for sure. We grabbed what? Like 700 last time? Oh my god. We're already out? This is crazy. This is straight up nightmares. This is what nightmares are made of. I see I've made a mistake. I see I have made a mistake. Hold on. We're gonna fix this quickly. The mistake is the stairs start too late. So let's go get him. Let's get him. Let us get him. We just have to push it back by 1. Which is easy. We just come up from here. And the stairs will start here. There you go. Oops. Okay. Any weird gaps that we have to fill in? I see 1. I see 2. I see 3. I see 4. Okay. Let's fill these in. Is that? Yes, that is 1. Whoa. Fill all these nasty little gaps. Good. Stairs back now. Technoblade never dies. If you had to choose one Pokemon to permanently delete, which would it be? Personally, Fion. To stain upon Manaphy. Fion's such a weird Pokemon. Like, why did they choose to do what they did? I always have wondered. If I had to delete one Pokemon forever, is there a Pokemon I genuinely hate? That's so hard. I don't think there's one I genuinely hate. What's a Pokemon that I couldn't care less about though? There's so many. There's so many. That one, the one I was gonna say just got an evolution, so I feel bad. Is there any Pokemon from Pokopia that stand out to me that I would just yeet off of the game's existence? What is a Pokemon that legitimately serves like no purpose? You know what a good way to tell is? What are some of the single evolution line Pokemon? Single stage Pokemon. Let's Google this. I have an idea in my mind, but they just gave it an evolution, so now I feel bad saying it. So I'm not saying it, but I'll say what it is in a second. Out of the single stage evolution Pokemon, not counting Pokemon with regional forms, Pokemon that are just friggin' badass, like Skarmory, or legendaries, what exists here that could just get yeeted away? That one is possible. That has an evolution, so I don't know what. Does it have an evolution? Am I crazy? If not, this has to be what it is. I thought this evolved into... That's Clamperl that evolves into Gorbise and Huntail, right? I have an answer, I think. I have two answers. I have two answers. So the Pokemon I'm going to pick... I'm just scrolling through to the end. Okay. The Pokemon I'm going to pick is twofold. Number one, Love Disc. Why does Love Disc exist? Why does Love Disc exist? What does it do? It does nothing. Its stats are poopy. It literally does nothing. Why does it exist? The other option is Audino because of Pokopia. Audino chases me and tries to sell me fluff, and I'm getting tired of it. So those are my options. Those are my choices, rather. Let's go up. We got to get more of the square tiling. How crazy it is that we genuinely have this like subway system basically done. Like, what the heck? What the heckles? What the flabbergasting? What the Audino? It's a new swear word, Audino. If this guy asked me to come over here one more time and he has fluff on his counter, he's going through the eat station. I've decided. It's over for him. It's over. For him. Okay. Square tiling. There we go. 700? I'm gonna get like 500, I think. 420, I guess. 420? Interesting number. I don't know what symbolism that number has, but that's how many things we crafted. Conveniently, for no reason. It's actually an accident, but... I need to desperately move out the Snivy line from this area, but I'm just waiting to spawn a Servine first. I'm tired of picking up the vines. I want you guys just to go into the beach. Do you think there's a limit on the number of blocks that can be put down? As I'm making a bunch of land bridges and thinking it... Okay. If I haven't hit the limit of blocks you can place, I don't think there is one, by the way, that I'm aware of. I'm pretty sure there's not, because you have to imagine like the whole map is already pre-filled with a bunch of blocks. I think you can place them infinitely. But if I have not hit it in the Skylands, I think you are going to be fine. Basically, like 60% of our Skylands is stuff I manually put down. I think you'll be good. Don't worry about the block limit. I don't think it exists. Yeah. Yeah, someone would have hit it by now, if not me directly. What if there was a limit on how many blocks you could destroy? There is, technically, because there's a floor to the map. But what if there's a limit to how many you could destroy outside of that? My game would just die. Oh, no, the yawns! The coffee didn't help, guys. The yawns are hitting me. Sad time. Do I have enough train tracks? Yeah, we'll be okay for now. We'll be okay for now. Wow, I was looking at this area before I started streaming, wondering if I'd actually be able to get this done with you guys today, but impressively, it's going. I like how it just looks like a tunnel and you're blissfully unaware of everything outside. The giant cavern you're in right now, you have no idea. Oh, did I leave a... Oh yeah, this is a turn. I see. Okay, let's get the trains pushed out, or the tracks pulled out this way. I think we can do that. I think we can do that. Guys, I'm so excited for whatever new features we're getting in the DLC. Like, I need to know what those are going to be so bad. Like, the islands are going to be fun, but, like, stressful for me as a person that plays the game the way I play it. But the new features just sound like... They sound like nothing because we don't know what that even is, but they sound just amazing. I need it now. I need it yesterday. I need it today. I need it tomorrow. I need it every day of the rest of my life. How does one finish Pokopia, especially when DLC gets dropped? And I still think we got another set of DLC because, like, didn't Animal Crossing get like a ton of DLC? I believe it did. Gravel, very sad. No gravel. Very sad. We're just gonna keep going straight until the end. To the end. Oh, I made a mistake on the tracks over here. They're supposed to go one more out. Glad I caught that. The yawns are contagious. Right after you yawned, I did. Then I'm sorry. I had a full day of corporate work today. It was actually a pretty good day, all things considered. Not a bad day. Just a lot of stuff to do lately. Anyways, though, that's not that exciting. Oh, I also messed up this track. Oh, see, I'm getting tired. Oh, yeah, I see. I see what I did. Getting tired, guys. We're not going to stream too long today. I didn't even know I was going to stream today. I think the main reason I decided to stream is because I wanted to post that Jirachi video, and I figured I might as well just stream too. Get a little bit done on the tracks, and you know, I'm hoping we can push this out to Celadon at the very least before I end stream, because that's an absolutely huge milestone done for me. All that would be left again is Silvco and then designing the stations and whatnot. That's the fun part again, right? If we can connect this to Celadon, oh my gosh, we've made such a huge amount of progress. And we're very nearly close to connecting to the Ridges part. We already, well, this is the Ridges part. What am I saying? We have. Dude, I'm so tired. We have connected to the Ridges side, so I just have to go straight and down. And this is actually not going to be hard to do, I think. Well, connecting to Celadon will be difficult, but getting the tracks to do what I want won't. It might even be a better... never mind, actually. I'm not going to say that because it's not true. It's not true. I'm not going to say it. You can't make me la 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 la. Okay. We just need a walkway of 2 for the outside part, and I think that's 3 tiles, so that's perfect. Make the floor, and then we'll make the walls. Make the floor, and then make the walls. You guys ever watch a TV show called Heroes? Oh, I messed up. I remember when Heroes was running live for the first time. I loved that show so much, and they messed it up so bad. They had like infinite potential for that show, and they just made every bad decision possible. They tried to revive it. It was terrible. It makes me super sad because it had so much potential. I feel like it was also kind of the wrong era though for a show like that. Like nowadays, it's a better time. You know that we have like Marvel and everything, but hey, it is what it is. It be like that sometimes, as they say. As I say to myself. Uh-oh, this has to go. Bye-bye. Okay. We don't really need to terraform this because the wall's going here, but why not? What's the harm? We do need to terraform this because that is the wall. And I might as well just do this to go along the edge so I don't have any weird gaps. Okay. It goes up quite a bit, I think. So let's do this. Where is this going? Right here. Keep going. Keep it pushing. We'll carve a door out after. I'm not too worried about it. It's a little bit of extra effort. Repeat effort, really, but... Oh, uh-oh. It's going up. It's going up. How much of the black cliff rock do I have? Not that much, eh? I'm wondering if I can just start to put something down for this. I think I can. I just want to have a semblance of a wall. Oh, that sucks. I have a bunch more in the ridges if I really can. It doesn't really matter, I guess, what block I use right now. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Just a little something. Just a little something. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about the other side at all. It's fine. I don't have to actually make a layer of 2. That's just me being OCD for no reason. But I do need to make sure that this is not here. This can't be here. Okay. That should all be changed as well, I think. So if you come in, it just looks a bit weird, I think. It does look a little bit weird, but we gotta not stress about these like little details right now. I'll just put a line there so I know that's the edge. We really gotta make sure we don't stress about this kind of stuff yet. Oh, joyous day. Joyous day! Alright. I shouldn't even bother doing this, to be honest. Like, oh. Oh yeah, that's fine. And then this is the wall as well. That's the height of it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry too much about this. I do have to get rid of this, I guess. How tall is this again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6? Wait a second. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? How dare I? So if this is 6, then this is 5, right? So then this is the ceiling. Oh, I'm so silly. So we're about to do extra work. Extra work. Not me. Says the guy who actually like chronically does extra work. Hello, friend. How are you? You doing? We are tunneling and losing our sanity slowly because of the sleep deprivation, but it's happening. By the end of stream, we will have most of it done. I think. I hope. We just have to connect to Celadon, and we're basically at that point. We're all. Oh no! Pain! Pain! Dude, we're using so much of this stuff. This is nuts. Nuts, nuts, nuts. Cashews are my favorite nuts. Can you tell I'm losing my sanity? Can you tell I'm sleep deprived? Because I can feel that I'm sleep deprived. But Pokopia does not rest for those that rest. The crater looks so good. I remember when I first built it, how unhappy I was with it, but it really has become this just like absolute centerpiece to our Skylands. This is always the vision I had for it. Not quite as like crazy as all this, but having it be the centered focal point. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we've gotten a moment of appreciation just for everything we've done here. Like, I can't wait to record the Skylands Island tour. I don't have any idea how to even go about it. Are you making an Exit 8 inspired station? No, not exactly. Exit 8? I think I know. That's the movie where it's like there's like it's an infinite train subway system with like, and if you take the wrong turn or make the wrong decision, you go back through it or something, and you're not supposed to like talk to people to kill you. I think that's what it is. This is not inspired by that movie at all. I had made the same layout you're seeing me do here. I just ended up doing in Rocky Ridges for one of the stations, and I liked it a lot. So I carried it forward. That's all it is. But maybe I should watch that movie. I haven't actually watched it. 6:30. I probably don't need this much to finish it. But whatever. We have a lot of stone. It's fine. We also have a yeet station if we need it. We are good. Why don't we walk to the station from the station? Because we can. Because this is possible. Let's do that so we can just get a sense of everything we've done so far. So this already existed, but this is where we kind of picked up on stream, right? Like, none of this existed. So we were able to kind of build this whole station with a hidden door, which I'm happy with. Now that I think about it, there's not a good way to get over there to that side of the tracks. So I might actually have to engineer a way to do that. I don't have to. Like, I really don't have to. That's a later thing. That's a later thing for sure. But I would like to make like a staircase over here that gets us across, if possible. Like an underground staircase like I did in the other stations. But that can be something we work in after it's done. Let's not push ourselves yet to do little things. But idea is noted. Idea is noted. And then none of this existed. This actually goes pretty far. I was worried this would be a short stop. But it's not that short. I mean, it's short, but it's not that short. Excuse me. I have to seal that hole up too so Pokemon stop coming down to the crater. Okay. This is the ceiling, so let's set it down. Can you guys hear the train? I wonder if you can hear the train. There's a... Try not to dox where I live, but... There is a train that runs nearby, and you can frequently hear the horn. I'm curious if you guys can hear it. I would wager you couldn't, but it'd be interesting if you could. Okay, so this is a wall. I will take some time to deal with this one. I think I decided that this was going to be the ceiling until it leads out to here, but I'm not trying to commit to anything yet, so that'll do. That will do. That'll do, donkey. Okay. The ceiling is right there. We'll just go one block out. And we'll go here. Okay. All the way across. Oh, whoops. All the way. Are you making... Oh, I already read that. The tiredness is ruining my reading comprehension. Ruining it. Ruining it. Okay. Sure. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, none of this stuff will be visible ever again. I just realized when we get dive... when we get dive, we need to make underwater paths. I already have underwater paths, buddy. But I'll be able to make them better. Oh, well, I guess they're not, like, traversable purely underwater, but I have paths that have the water visible. Because I'm crazy. I did things that they genuinely said, nah, we need DLC to let people do this. What does that say about me? They're like, nobody's going to be able to do this. We have to give them dive. Meanwhile, me. I said, watch me. Bet. Watch this. You want to see something really cool, I said? Well, don't watch me, but I'll do something really cool. Why did I get rid of that? Let's just go 4 again. Let's make it a 3x4. And then I plan to make the tunnel here 3x4 as well. But we're at the point now where essentially we have to... Well, okay, hold on before I do that. Now, I mentioned there was that, like, special little thingy access point that I now closed the wall on. I want to sort that out too. And luckily there's an easy way to do that. We're going to go from the outside and just try to make sure we keep that. Because I'd like it to be able to get you into here. Or... Well, there's 2 of them. One of them is going to get you into the cavern system, and the other is going to get you into here, I think. Let's just see if that's even possible, because if it's not, I'll just get rid of it. Here, right here. Oh, I did seal it off, yeah. Well, there's something we could do with this, I think. For now, what I'll do is I'll just try to see if I can make an incision point right here. Where does that take us? Yeah, actually, this works pretty well. Okay, cool. And that can be where the stairs go. And I'll just punch up twice for now. Okay, cool. So we still ended up keeping that as an option. So now this one also has a secret kind of area that we can do things with. Cool. Actually, the stairs cannot start here. They have to start where the wall starts. Right there. Cool. Well, that didn't take any time. So now we're at the point where we need to start thinking about how to connect to Celadon. And again, we still want to try to keep as much of this cavernous area open as possible. But I think what I'm, like, resigning myself to is this is the part of it we leave open, and we just make a straight wall here. Well, I'm not going to close it up right now, but assuming that that's like a full wall that we terraform the other side of later. So then I technically have all of this space to work with. So here's what I want to do. I want to see if we dig right underground here. What are we looking at? Is this a fantastical view? It is. But would I rather have the tracks come out over here? Ooh, yeah, I think so. I like this. This is where I want them to be, like, visible. How many blocks is this down? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means if I wanted them to travel 5, we'll go 6 to be safe, or 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess we can push it to 9. So this is where the tracks need to start going under the ground from. Actually, a little bit ahead of that. Okay, good. So now we have an idea. Let's lay the tracks out a bit more and push out so that we can accommodate this. This does not feel that difficult so far. Has there been a point where I've had to like really sit there and be like, I don't know. I don't know yet. I think we did most of that stuff when I did the other stations. Silphco will be an kind of place, but we're not there yet. I'm truthfully dreading the Silphco side because I don't know how to actually make it work. So I want the tracks to go under at this point. So I think that means we need a little bit of clearance. I think at least 4 ahead, right? I think that's how it works. 3 is not going to be enough because if they go down here. So why don't we just tentatively say 5? We can always fix it later. And this is a good point to put up some walls, I think, as well. Just to get them down. Like this. Easy peasy. And then we'll go all the way down. All the way down, and we'll match. I'll leave that open just so it's easy for me to keep doing this. Leave that open. So I want it to be 4, I said, which means it has to go up 5. Yeah, we can do that. And then we'll make the ceiling enclosed. Do I want to encase it twice? Kind of. I might as well. Yeah, I'll encase it twice. Oh, that's 1 high, isn't it? No, it's not. We're good. We are 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 good. Okay. This side now. This side now. We'll do ceiling last. Do ceiling last. Bottom level. Fun fact, with every mainline Pokemon game on the Switch, only 2 Pokemon required original form Magearna. I can't read right now. The only 2 Pokemon required for original form Magearna that aren't available are Victini and Celebi. Victini. I guess, yeah, there's no black and white. And hasn't there been a distribution for Victini at some point? Like, didn't we get one in Sword and Shield, or am I just crazy? I guess not. Not Sword and Shield, I mean Scarlet and Violet. I guess not, though. Like, that wouldn't have been a Pokemon that was legal, so they wouldn't have promoted it? Interesting. Celebi 2? No, surely there's... Oh, I guess, yeah, there's no crystal. I guess I don't remember the last time we've had an event Celebi, to be fair. The rumor is we get crystal, though. So... I think we're gonna get, like, all the games. If they released Fire Red and Leaf Green, like, isn't it just a matter of time before they say, well, 5 million copies sold? It's time, guys. Give us your wallets. And then most people are just going to say, yep, here you go. And I will be most people. I didn't actually get Fire Red and Leaf Green again. Because I have them on my 3DS. Why would I? Why? Why? One annoying thing we're going to have to put down, too, to make this work. What did I say, 5? Or did I say 9? I think I said 9, right? So we're going to have to put this down a little bit here. So what is that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I didn't count that. Whatever. Let's just do 2 more. We don't need to count. Where would that put us? That would put us so close to the bottom. Look at that. That's a good vantage point, though, where we get to see like a nice view before we go into chaos and madness. That looks great. Okay. I need more train tracks. I need more train tracks, right? We're very low, I think. 48. Yeah, it's not going to be enough to do what we need to do. Let's get like 200 more, we'll say. That are currently available. Sorry. There was a Victoria distribution. Oh, I see. There was one in Sword and Shield, eh? I wasn't hallucinating that. That's crazy. I don't think I participated in it, but for some reason I remembered it. Dude. I gotta populate that condo. I put so much effort into it. It looks so nice from the interior, and I haven't made anyone live there yet. There's not enough Pokemon for me to house. Like, given how crazy I make my areas, there's always, like, not enough Pokemon living in them. Ever. Okay. What are we doing, train tracks? What time is it? Oh, it's almost 10? We gotta end stream soon. I hope I can at least get us into the Celadon side. Oh no. No! No! The Celadon side is going to be a little tricky to figure out, to be honest with you guys. It is going to be tricky. Once we go to the underground side, I'll start explaining why. Well, I can explain why now. There's no reason to wait. But okay, so you guys know that the tracks are going to go under the ground right over there. The challenge is, if we go straight, the tracks are not going to line up with what we need them to line up with. They need to line up over here on this road. So we have to, like, we're going to kind of probably come in over there, and we're going to have to go through these interiors without hitting any of the housing areas, which is really tough, to come out over here. So actually, I'm going to just get ahead of myself. I think the stairs are going to start where the fencing ends right there. I'll just mark that as the spot where I decide to do that. And I'm going to try... Oh, actually, I see that's the edge of the building. That is the edge of the building. So I'd like to have at least one free around the building, which means that this in front of us is what we have available. I'll just put this down. Luckily, the tracks are a 2x2, which does help, but for now, I'm just going to do this. This doesn't actually work. Well, I guess the stairs would start right here. I'd rather them start here so there is truly a gap. Okay. Well, that helps. I'm glad I saw that. Course rock. Do we have any course rock? Yes, of course we have course rock. So let's do this. That means I'm going to extend the road out to here. It's not enough. Okay, that's fine. 3x2. 3x2 right here. So this is technically where I want the tracks to come out from. Just trying to mark the spot for myself. Technoblade never... What are you going on about, buddy? What are you talking about? This is like the third time you've said that. I don't understand the reference. I'm so sorry. If you would like to explain it to me, I'd be happy to listen or read, but I'm woefully misguided right now. I need knowledge. Knowledge comes at a cost, and I require that knowledge. I will pay the cost. I will leave that. Okay. So at least we know where we're aiming at here, and we'll probably have to come back on this side to deal with it, but Gyarados, one day I will make you your bread bowl. Or your habitat, I'm sorry. I gave you the bread bowl. I like that we can see the tracks there. Sealing them up is going to be a whole other thing, but now we can start placing the tracks down here so we can get to that point. I do want these to go straight through, and then we'll have to figure out how to get around there. I'm going to have to count how far in we are, and that's how we'll do it. We'll just do math. We'll just do math, guys. Basic counting, not even math. Basic counting. The only challenge with counting is how tired I am. I hope I don't miscount, which is very possible. I'm trying to push myself to get the Celadon connection done before we end stream. I'm really trying to do that. I think even if I don't do it on stream, I'll do it off stream, but because of that, like, I might as well just, like, push myself now, you know? Okay. We're getting rid of all this ugly jaggedness now. They will be floating. That's the bottom of Skylands, guys. How far deep can we go? Yo! Where do we go? That's awesome. I think if I went like a block further down, I would despawn and get yeeted somewhere. That's so cool. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, what is that? Okay, we're good. Yeah, my friends are playing Champions on mobile today, and they're like having such a blast. I should be joining them, but I can't. I have things to do. Wait, you don't know Technoblade? He's one of the most popular Minecraft YouTubers. I don't play Minecraft. I don't know Technoblade. But it sounds like some unfortunate things happened to him. He passed away, it sounds like. I don't know who he is, yeah. You're welcome to educate me on Technoblade. Minecraft is not something I've ever heavily gotten into. So the foundation you see me building in Pokopia is just because that's how my brain works. There's no Minecraft backing. My brain just does weird things. And tends to be overly ambitious both in my personal, professional, and recreational life, apparently. Just how I am. I can't help it. My toxic trait is thinking that if I just stare at a problem long enough, eventually I'll find a solution or an answer. And unfortunately, that is my lived experience. Usually that is true. Even though I know it shouldn't... I know there has to be limits, but deep down, even if I like tell myself, hey, you shouldn't push past this limit, in the back of my head I'll be like, but if I did though, I'd get the outcome. It's my toxic trait, guys, I'm sorry. Is this 3 blocks of clearing? I just want to make sure. 1, 2, 3. It's 4. Okay, that's good. That's what we wanted. So we did dig out the right amount of space. Nice. 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 I mean, we could... Like, there's no harm in making this one come down a little bit. Like, giving it that aesthetic. That's totally fine. Now that we know we get that clearing. Someone tell me about Technoblade. I would love to know more. Give me the lore. It is probably worth knowing the lore given how much you guys are saying praise about him. Maybe I'll go watch some of his videos later. Oh shoot, I have to watch the golf stuff. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna go straight with the tracks. And then we'll worry about all the stuff we gotta worry about. I don't think I'm gonna go straight through the mysterious stone here. I'm actually gonna stop about here. And then what I'm gonna do is try to do some counting to see how far in I have to go so that I line up with that outer path. Okay, that's what we'll do. There's a couple ways we can actually do that, now that I think about it. There's one really... Oh, I forgot I did all that. Which means this side is going to connect that way. Interesting. Okay. There is an interesting way to do this. Well, not interesting, but an easy way to do this. It'll require us to go back and clear or fill in a hole that we make. But I think this is the best way to do it. So first I have to make sure I have enough room so that I don't interfere with restoring this apartment later. And I would like to have at least, I guess, 3 blocks behind it. So this building is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The wall is 7. So I need 10 directly away from the wall then, we'll say. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we'll carve all this area out. Before I commit to this though, I just want to make sure there's no other apartments that are like a little further back. If there are, I would like to accommodate for those as well. And then push this back a little bit more depending. How long have we been streaming? Where do I see that again? Oh, there it is. I was hovering over it. 2 hours, pretty solid. But we're at the tail end of how much longer we'll go. We just have to get the Celadon connection going, and then I'm extremely happy with our progress. It literally, I know I've said it like 5 times, but it literally means we just have to figure out how to get inside Silphco. And we know where it's going to go. We just have to think about the logistics about getting up to the path and then making a better platform and an inner station area. There's a little bit of challenge, but like that's not actually that crazy before the subway system is done. Decorating aside. Let's see. There was a potato war. The time he took down a Minecraft government, etc. What do you got? What? This sounds legendary. Oh my gosh, a Minecraft government? Crazy. What's that? What is that? Oh, stone? What? I think I've picked up stone like this before, but you know what? I kind of want to keep that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'd like to be able to 3D print this, if possible. You can. Oh, lovely. Okay. Cool. Probably wrong, but I believe the phrase Technoblade never dies comes from what other people on the SMP tried killing him with an anvil. What the But he had a totem of undying and used it to survive. Oh, I see. I see. I kind of understand what you're saying. I understand like the gist of Minecraft mechanics. Wow. Sounds absolutely legendary. But he passed away? Was that like a recent thing? That's very unfortunate, if so. Very unfortunate. Okay. Any buildings that go further back? None of this is a building, I can confirm. Oh god, wait. Even if it is a building, I wouldn't restore it, I guess. It's not. This is just... Oh, wait a second. What is this? Not a building. We already know about this building. I don't see any others that would exist here. So yeah, so 10 back should be more than enough to make sure we don't mess with the internals at all. Cool. I said I wanted it 10 back because I'll probably excavate the edges around it as well, just so it like has walkable space behind it. Later. Later. Okay, so when I said we're gonna make this easy for ourselves, this is what I meant. We're gonna go straight and see. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. So this is not too bad. So how many would I want? I want this sealed up, so at least one in this way. So 1, 2. So I want to go into my right twice. 3 times. I gotta stop reading chat for a second because I gotta focus. 4 times. I can't lose count here. I gotta recount 5 times. 6 times. 6 times. Oh, we might actually be totally good already. No way. So 6 times to my right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no way. I can push it in at least 2 more. I'll do that. Well, it's not that I'll do that, but this is what we'll do. Wow. Okay, so now we're gonna go. That was such a happy accident. Whoops. I myself don't know the lore of that myself, but yes, he is a legend. Oh, it's unfortunate that he passed away, though. It's always so sad. Always so sad. Okay. And it's going to become a path of 2, so we can just start that here. But yeah, pretty much what I need to know now is how high up we need to go to connect this properly. So I'm just going to count how high the floor is. This is way easier than I had thought it would be. So this is the floor. How many below? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 below, and then we'll just see where the tracks line up. 7 below. 7 below. 8, 9. 10? Okay. So 10. So that means I can probably push these up by 10. How do I do that? So let's make an incision point. And we gotta go up 10. 3. We're gonna go up 10. You know what? Let's just get rid of all this. There's no point in keeping it. Up by 10. Here's what I want to do first. I want to just get this connected as close to the wall as possible. 10. We can't start 10 up yet because we need to get inside of the walls here first. This is actually going to be so easy. This is going to be one of the easiest connection points. No joke. Wow. Incredible. Okay, now we can start to go up 10 in a second. Actually, I want to have like I want the tunnel to at least go 3 in. I think we have enough space to accommodate that. So let's get 3 in. And then we'll start moving it up. That way, you know, the trains actually kind of like disappear a little bit before we start seeing any weird jaggedness. Okay. Okay. So now we can start going up from the tile this way. So we'll go 1. That is going to mean our ceiling has to increase, I think. It'll be awkward otherwise. So let's say from not the first tile in, but the second tile in, we just push up the ceiling by 1. Like that. Okay, so that is 1 level up. We don't have to count yet. We can go back and just count again in a second. So let's just try to focus on pushing it up a bit, and then we'll come back and count. And then we have to take this one. Luckily, I've done this like a million times for the other tracks, so this isn't too complicated of a process right now for me. It just feels like I'm repeating what I've already done a million times. So I'm not thinking too hard about this, which is good. Once you start to think, words, what was that flurry of things that came out of my mouth? I just double checked. His death was announced June 30th, 2022, yet he still lives in our memories. Dies 3 times after all. Also forgot to mention that he beat Minecraft Hardcore Death Mode with a steering wheel. What? How did he pass away? If that's not, you know, inappropriate to ask. Was it like a mysterious circumstance kind of thing? Or like no one really has the details because his family kept it close? He sounds like an absolute monster of a gamer. You know, at least he left like a legacy behind, right? What is that? Dude, these guys are loving Champions right now. Kind of cool that you can just play Champions like on your work commute on your phone now. I'm gonna have to like seriously start getting into it. I'm gonna have to like connect my home properly and just bring over the like 15 years of Pokemon I have. I think I'm getting close to 10, but I feel like it's minimum 3 away. So I'm gonna do 2 away, and then count how many levels up I went. And we won't lay the tracks down yet, just in case we make a mistake. It'll be easy to just add back in some layering. We'll go up 1 more time and count. Jesus Christ, guys. Are you hearing my text messages? Dudes, how do I D&D? Oh my god, please stop. I got a D&D, hold on. How do I D&D from my laptop again? Dude, this is getting annoying. Here it is. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, once I carve this part of the roof out, probably best to just watch the video. It's called So Long, Nerds. Wait, so is he not actually dead? It sounds like he made a video and he just stopped being a YouTuber, which is fine. I can't watch right now. 2, 3, I will though. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 more times. I was close. 3 would have been 9. That's so awesome. Okay. Okay. So 2 more times. 1. And then 1 more level. And then I think we can go straight, and there's an excellent way we can test it by just doing what we did on the other side, gravelering all the way inwards. Actually, it's probably better to graveler this way. Yeah, I think it's better to graveler this way because we're not lined up with the edge necessarily because of what we did. So we're going to count 1 more time that this goes up 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, cool. So now in theory, we can just graveler straight and get to that connection point. Be careful. I think this is it right here. Amazing. Oh, we're somehow lower. How did... Oh, man, okay. Okay. This is not too bad to figure out, though. I think the easiest way is for me to just manually add back what's missing after. So here's what I'll do. I'll just clear all this out for now, and we'll come back in and replace it. I think we're 1 off, not 2 off, technically speaking. Yeah, because... Okay, I see. So we do have to add... I see. This is what we'll do. This is what we'll do. My math was off. That's not good. I'm slipping. Okay. So we'll just come back now. And this should almost be what we need it to be. Here's what the level we need to get to. It's going to be hard to turn, isn't it? I might have to do something weird. Okay. So now it's on the right level, but we have to add or clear an additional bit of space here. No, his father posted it. Oh, that's on. Oh, I was hoping that maybe. That sucks. That sucks. Okay. Oops. Well, I guess we need to clear that anyways. No big deal. Okay. I'm guessing he had like cancer or something. And you guys don't know this, but I used to be like really big into Yu-Gi-Oh! And there is a content creator in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Space that recently passed away, and it was like so tragic. The news hit me so hard. Like, I never met the guy ever in my life, but it's just, it feels so strange that he's gone. It was really hard to like, again, I don't know the guy, so it's like I shouldn't feel this way, but it was genuinely hard to get up for work that day. Long story short, he's like had a really long battle with, I think, pancreatic cancer and a bunch of other health issues. But he kept like coming out on top, so he just like, I guess, assumed. I don't know. It's very, very sobering kind of experience when people like that pass away. Even if you don't like really know them. Very, very difficult. 1, 2, 3. So we actually didn't end up doing a path of 4, and I could totally go in and accommodate that if I manually do it right now. I would like it to be 4 because they're always like paths of 4 at this point. I think we should. Yeah, okay. Let's start by going this way though. Dig out 4 from here first. Dig out 4 from here first. Okay. Okay. Was that 4? Right? This is 4? Or is this 3? I'm so tired I can't even tell. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it is 3. Okay. We'll start here. We'll dig 4 out from this way. The YouTuber is Alex Simo, if you were wondering. Simo. With like a ton of O's. I think it was like actually a couple weeks ago. Oh no, the effects of food have worn off. However, will we recover? You know how rare food is? It's such a precious resource. You can never waste it. Anyways. Let's eat a stack of potato hamburger. Okay. Let's try to carve out our path of 4. And the way we do it is very simple. You know, I'd rather do it from down here so that I don't mess up. But we do it from down here. We just go like this. I just realized like this would be kind of cool if we did this first. Okay. And then we push in, like so. And then we come here and we push out. And we do the same thing over here. And we just follow this along until we get to the top, which should not take us very, very long. You know, unironically, I kind of like this two-tone look between Mysterious Stone and the Coarse Rock. I might continue that up for the inside of this area. It just looks so good. It just looks so good. Okay. You know, one of my biggest fears about, like, potentially becoming a bigger channel is, like, what if I get to the point where I'm so big that I can't actually pay attention to the chat because there's so much chat happening? That would be awful. That would be awful. Isn't the whole point of this to, like, engage with chat? Like, I feel like there's so many streamers that just, like, sit in front of their camera and don't pay attention to their chat. I'm just, like, sitting there, I don't know. For me, like, the best part about this is just not sitting in my room alone doing this. But, you know, I guess I'm not dependent on YouTube like other people, so maybe it feels different. Anyways, I'm way too early in this whole content creator shtick to comment on that, I suppose. So I won't. I don't understand the position yet, so why don't I just not say anything? Be ignorant to the realities, possibly. Yeah, I like this. I'd like to turn the whole left side into Mysterious Zone now that I'm sitting here. But for now, what I'll do is just this. I have an interesting idea, though. You know what this means, though, right? We've connected, essentially, this train station now. Isn't that crazy? All that's left is Silphco, besides putting the tracks down. Oh my god. By the way, I have 220 hours in Pokopia. I'm scared of what everything will look like by hour 500. I know what you mean. I'm not going to say how many hours I have again. I think I've said it too many times, but it's an interesting experience to, like, when you go back to those areas and you're like, oh, I did this at hour 200. That was 700 hours ago. It's a really interesting experience. Like, genuinely, I've learned so much in my time. Like, some of the stuff I have in Wastelands, I look at it and I'm like, why did I do it like that? I could have made it 10 times better, or, like, more aesthetic or more functional had I just done this, which I did here already. The downside to that, though, is you'll have the urge to go and fix everything, which I certainly do for my Wastelands, and I will. That's like another 200-hour rabbit hole, I fear. Okay, we'll do this now. I don't think we're going to have any time to do the terraforming on the underside. I probably will just do a lot of that on stream, because it's like a really boring experience, and I will need a chat to at least yap into. So that it doesn't feel as mentally degrading, and I just realized I have a drink that I haven't had a single sip of besides my coffee. Oh, it's sour. Oh, oh, ah! We're good. We are good. Oh my god, it's really sour. It's one of the, what are they even called? I don't even know how to pronounce them. I'm not going to. I'm not gonna try. This is incredible! We did it, guys! We did it! We did it! Sorry. That's the tiredness. I'm gonna go pick up some of the last things I need to finish this side. Limestone flooring, mosaic tiling, and asphalt. I think I have the gates on hand. Then we'll connect this, which is such a crazy thing to say. Wow. Did we actually do that? Did we actually just do that? Crazy. Yeah, I guess we'll finish the path there. We might as well. And then maybe what I want to try to do is think about how to connect to this top area too, which shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, we just did that. All that's left is Silphco question mark? Oh my god. I feel so accomplished all of a sudden. I have like a sense of immense euphoria that is telling me to stream for 10 more hours, but I've worked tomorrow, so I won't do that. Plus, even if I did push myself to keep streaming right now, just because how tired I am, or just because of how tired I am, I will make something that I'm not happy with, and I know that. So I won't push. I don't need much of this. Limestone flooring, I might have to craft like 20 if I don't have any in here. Not, sorry, just regular stone flooring, not limestone flooring. So yeah, let's go craft some. Wow, we actually just did that. Oh my god. I just have to worry about Silphco now? I feel so good. Woo! It's over. It's over! No, it's not. This is actually technically the beginning of the subway system. The tracks are like step one. Now we have to worry about making them look pretty and everything. And I have to go farm. Ugh. I have to go farm more gravel. Wow. And the underside terraforming. That's going to be a nightmare for me. That is going to be an absolute nightmare for I'm scared. Wow. You know what we should do before I wrap the video up? We can't fully do it because of Silphco, but I would like to go around the entire subway system just to get that done. What time is it? 10:30. Nah, I don't think I can go much longer, but I can take you guys through the subway system with me. I don't think there's a reason why not. We'll push this out a bit. Hold on. You guys might as well see it first, right? Before I make a YouTube video about it. Well, I gotta finish the insides before I make a video anyways, but you guys can kind of see it first. No! No! I gotta do this one first. Okay. Easy peasy. Easy. Okay, and then let's... Oh, this is gonna be a little weird. I think I have to take 2 pieces away. Yeah. So that they don't accidentally connect. You're witnessing a miracle right now. This connection we're about to do, just this next one, I mean, is the final step before Silphco. The Silphco one genuinely scares me. Because I built the station interior so weird. But I didn't have a choice. Like, I was working with what I had. But it's definitely going to require the most amount of, like, ingenuity, I fear. Let's close this off. Now I can close this off, too. Wow. Oh, my God. It's easy to close off. All you have to do is make a perimeter, which this would be the perimeter. Which means, I guess we can put stone or cliff rock in the middle. And then we can put limestone. I need way more limestone flooring. I'm aware of that now. I'm aware of that now. Okay. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe I'm good. It's possible I'm good. The bottom. I caught that. Nice try. Nice try, game. You can't fool me. You can't fool me. La 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 la. Okay. I probably will put Mysterious Stone on the bottom. Oh, there's already some there. So yeah, I can like extend the Mysterious Stone out for a better aesthetic, but that's not something we need to do right now. I just want to make sure this is down. And I would like to find a way to connect this platform to up there. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to do that right now because I think I legitimately need to think about it better. Because I want to make sure the train tracks always have like a clearing of 3. So what I'll do for now, this is 3. So I'm just going to mark it with a really obviously ugly stone for now. I need at least everything under that available. So if the stairs come up, they have to do it in a way where like they come here before they go to this side. If that makes sense. That's just a mental note for me. But you guys ready to go down the train system? I'll have to manually adjust when we get to the Silphco side. Well, actually, maybe what we do is... Yeah, I'll manually adjust when we get to the Silphco side. You guys ready? You guys ready? You guys ready? Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna go for a little subway ride. I'm gonna record this just in case I like the footage. Why don't we start ourselves here? What's a good little pose we can make for a possible clip? Hell no. Despair. Let me hit record. Woohoo! We did it! We did it, boys! And girls! And people! And aliens! And lizards! And existential experiences of thought. We did it! I'm so tired, but we did it! Woo! Okay. We're gonna go on a little ride, and it's not gonna fully work because Silphco is still pending, but we're gonna get to see the first run-through, more or less, of this train system. And this is crazy. I can't believe we're at this point. This feels way better than even the Rocky Ridges side, I have to say. So let's get on. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see our progress pay off. Yeah, we're definitely leaving this exposed. It looks really good. And dragons. Oh my god, I can't believe this exists. Dude, look at this. Incredible. Oh my god. I can't use this clip now unless I cut my audio out because I sound ridiculous. Oh, wow. We're approaching Silphco, so I'll have to manually readjust here. Dude. Okay, here, we manually adjust. Isn't that crazy? Silphco, we won't talk about that yet. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it! I genuinely cannot believe it. And dragons and demons. You can't forget about those. Wow. Whoa, this is so satisfying. The efforts are well worth it, I tell you. This is the second one of these I've done, and now I want to do one in every area. I probably won't for the wastelands, well maybe wastelands, but not the beach. I prefer the underground path I have in the beach instead. That does not feel real. That does not feel real. Oh my gosh. There you go. Let's hit this for the clip. Okay, I stopped recording. Oh my gosh, you know what this means, guys? After I do Silphco and the terraforming, we can actually play Pokopia. We can start playing Pokopia! It only took 900 hours! Oh my god, I'm genuinely tweaking. It only took 900 hours to get here. Wow, I'm calm now. I'm an adult, I can regulate my emotions. I am calm. No, I'm not. This is amazing. Ah, wow. So, oh my god. I'm just taking this in for a moment. I gotta stop. I'm putting my controller down for a second and just taking this in. Not only do we have everything in front of me, and the things that aren't even rendered, like my moon home, but we have a fully functional train system. Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. Someone needs to stop me. If you guys see the thumbnail of the stream where like someone's messaging me like, go touch grass, genuinely I started telling my friend what I did and I showed him some pictures before we just did what we did, and that was his actual message to me, but I modified it and hid his identity. That was his real message to me. Go touch grass. I can't wait to show him all this. he's gonna I don't know, man. This is a euphoric feeling. This is genuinely like, I'll be right back. I gotta get something. Okay, I'm back. I had to get something for recreational purposes to celebrate this, but wow. I'm happy I did that on stream so you guys actually saw it and so you don't think there's someone building for me off camera. Obviously you guys have seen me do a lot of stuff by now, but man, this is like the only thing that's going to top this feeling for me is when I finally put the downtown area. By the way, speaking about that, I've been thinking about moving all the recycle Pokemon, well, specifically the Pokemon that litter the non-burnable garbage. I've been thinking about moving them here in an effort, again, to depopulate the wastelands for those farms a bit. Because I already have the iron ore stuff moved into the Science Institute, I'd like to build like a recycling plant or like alleyways where all the Pokemon are producing non-burnable garbage. I think it would look really, or not look, but I think it would fit the Skylands really well. So we'll see. I can't wait to restore all of this too. I have like, I don't have to even like think about this too much. I just have to restore the buildings for what they are and then carve around them. Given the terraforming efforts I've already done, like that is nothing. I'm excited to do that, like having this be a real city. And I think because I have this like track system in the middle, it's going to come together so cohesively. I'm excited. I'm excited to really just play Pokopia. Like, this is incredible. This is such a nice lookout point too. I never realized how great this was, but unfortunately I think it gets removed a little bit because of the building. Maybe I can keep it in an interesting way. Like I can excavate the whole building, but like still have this as a possible pathway you can walk up to behind the building, kind of, if you know what I mean. Let me reach out now. Hear me out. Deoxys and Rayquaza event in Pokopia. I would love that. Deoxys forms change off of area. Oh, Wastelands. That would be so cool, dude. I need to hire you. I need to hire all of us. I'm dumbfounded right now. I genuinely don't know how to, like, think or act. We're still, like, very far. Don't get me wrong. Like, look at Silphco. That all has to get terraformed and made to look pretty. We've been talking about the underside of this area the whole time. The undersides don't have to be nuts. They just have to, like, be sensical. So when we are traveling through the train system, we're not, like, looking at things that are visually jarring. But it's not an exercise of, like, difficulty, I think, in retrospect. I think it's more about just, like, persistence. And just staying true. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but... Wow. Was there something else I wanted to do with you guys before I ended? I forget. I think I just said I wanted to connect to this. I'll make the path up from it later. I want to be in a better mind state where I'm not this tired. You know what? I have an urge. Wait, actually, there was something I forgot to do. I have an urge to go travel somewhere this weekend just so I can, like, have an excuse to have a different environment to finish this area because it might oddly inspire me. Where should I travel to? I can't tell you where I live, so you can't really tell me where to travel to, but... This is crazy, isn't it? Also, recommendation for the server, add the Poketube bot. Lets you play Pokemon in Discord. Oh, really? I still got to reach out to you about the whole Discord thing. Really, my only question... I don't want to ask you on stream, but I have two questions for you that I'm curious about. But I will reach out to you. I haven't reached out to you yet because I'm trying to balance my actual real life and my full-time job. So I feel like any of the time I've had extra right now for this YouTube channel has purely gone to streaming and editing. I need to carve out a time, I suppose, in my calendar to also just, like, sit down and think about operational things. I should have a better handle of everything by this weekend, I hope. I'm working on, like, this really crazy Notion page. I don't know if you know what Notion is, but I love Notion. I use it for everything. So I've been working on this, like, YouTube management component to it that's going to help me just be more organized for this stuff. But, dude, now that I've built this train system, essentially, like, Silphco, I just have to figure out how to get inside. Like, Skylands just looks so different to me now, like, in a good way. Like, in a genuinely, what the did I do kind of way. One of my long-time friends that I went to high school with is playing through Pokopia right now, and she's going through it super slow at her own pace, right? She's not like me. I don't know how many people are like me, to be honest. There's a couple people out there. But I keep, like, I'm so excited to have her tour my islands. I want to see what stuff she comes up with more than anything. I don't expect her to do anything crazy like this, but I'm really curious to see what her mind goes to. And I absolutely want her to see... Oh, it just turned to night. Oh, that was cool. And I absolutely want her to see what I've done. Like, it's really cool to share this stuff with you guys, but, like, my friends don't realize how crazy I am with this game. Hence my friend's message, go touch grass, right? It'll be really cool for her to see this stuff. And... yeah, anyways, I don't know why I do know why I'm... okay, we're going to stream a little bit longer because I'm incredibly euphoric. We'll stream until 11, so 26 more minutes, and then I actually do have to go. But, you know, while we're in this little final stretch, let's just try to imagine what the heck we're going to do in here, because walking myself through it now will help. I'll tell you about the challenges first. Challenges first is Because this like weird water system exists, we can't actually wait. Hold on. I was gonna say we can't dig that way, but that might not be true. Hold on. Where does this come from? Oh yeah, it is kind of true. Right, right. So, well, no, it's not. As long as this stays enclosed, we're good. So I could push out that way, I guess. I could totally push out that way. More thinking. Uh-oh. So we know the bridge is down here and it wants to go straight, of course. So the question is, how can we get, how can we get the tracks inside? Like, I don't really have a good vision for this. Just DM, I'm already in the server, so it's easy enough. I will. I don't think I can today. I'm way too mentally drained to even think properly. I'll try to, oh shit, I still gotta watch the golf thing. There's no way I'm watching that tonight. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to my office colleagues. I can't. I did something monumental that I can't explain to you guys because you won't get it. I'll have to watch it tomorrow. Yeah, I don't understand like what I want to do here. Like, on the one hand, I have the option to make the tracks come out from right here, and they can loop around and just go back in. But like, how does the system, a train, well, I guess the train stop could go right here, right? Maybe this doesn't have to be like so fantastical the way I'm thinking in my head. Like, why can't the tracks just come up here and turn around, right? Like, what is stopping me from letting that happen? Truthfully. Isn't there enough space for that? Like, there's 2 here with 1 in the middle and 2. That could totally be what happens. You know what? I'm going to just put that down for now. So that in the worst case where I really can't think of anything, I have something. Oh, God. Whoops. Hold on. Hold on. In retrospect, if I want there to be a walkway, then there needs to be 2 blocks free. So let's just say for a moment that our train system is going to be like this. I think I'm going to need like minimum 4. So that would be, okay, so that's that, okay. So let's just put this down for now. And let's see if this is possible, right? If we can get them to connect here. So what I'll also do then is just make an incision point of 4. Like that and that. And then we have 1 more free just in case. Wow. Wow. This is going to be tricky though. I don't think it's possible to do it like this because like if we go down 3 times, we're outside. Shoot. And the stairs, it lines up that way with the bridge. So there is something else I can do, which is I encase what the staircases are hovering over, and then I like push back the water wheels maybe, or I could like put them on both sides of the train tracks on the inside. I suppose that's possible. That might be the best thing to do, especially depending on how I terraform this. But if I encase the tracks in the staircase, then it might... I think that's the only way it works. Yeah, I think that is the only way it works. No? I have to come all the way up here, but I think that will line up perfectly if I encase this area. So you know what a good way to test is just to like build them. Not right now because we don't have enough time, but to just build them. Oh, the water though. The water would start leaking. I don't really see another way to do it, to be honest. I'd love to have this remain empty, but... Okay, let me think a bit more. So if they push in and I want this cleared, then it would start coming up over here. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I counted wrong. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8? That's not that bad. 8 or so? Maybe miscounted, but 8? Just has to go 8 up? That's not so bad. 8 up. What I'm trying to piece together, if it only has to go 8 up, there's no way it's 8 up. I definitely miscounted just looking at it. I can count from here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 from the floor, so then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-ish? 14 or 15? Yeah, I definitely can't funnel them out from right here. This is not possible. No matter how I look at it, unless I encase the stairs and I don't want to do that. But what if they came all the way back here and did like a weird loop around and came out through the wall? I don't like that. Unless it came out from like here maybe, and then it went back. Oh, man. This is what I mean. Like, Silpho is generally the hardest one to figure out. I shouldn't do it right now, but I'm going to take these tracks away because I know this is not going to work. Unless I encase the stairs. I'll leave the pockets there just in case I'm re-inspired to do that. The main issue with this one is that I started by like fleshing out the train station, but again, I didn't have too much of a choice because we have to line up with the Silpho lobby. I wanted to keep the waterfall system that's kind of going out in a couple places in Silpho. And then there was this exposed area. So like, we were working with a limited space. I suppose if I were to just get rid of this and I figured out another way to route the water through all of this, that would also be a solution, but that's like a big move at this point. I also don't like how there's like one of these on this side, but not that side because of OCD. I'd like to see another space carved out that way, and we could accommodate that, right? We can just build out that way. There's nothing stopping us, I think. Yeah, there's nothing really stopping us from building out that way. That would help aesthetically put this or piece this place together, but it wouldn't be enough. Definitely would not be enough. So yeah, we got a lot to think about for this specific station. It's nowhere near ready to be used. I'm almost debating on just trying to push the tracks in and then thinking about placement. Maybe that's the most sensible thing. So if we want to put aside like all of my reservations about how to do it, if we push the tracks in, they can go oh, what is that? We need to seal that up for sure. That's the lobby. Oh, that's fine. If we were to push in, they would and we want to keep this. That's a reservation, but I'm going to try. They would come about here. And then they have to go 15 blocks up, but then they'd also go 15 forward. So you'd end up like here-ish. And if I'm just gauging that roughly, that would be about here? Yeah, you're probably looking at about here. Well, you know what, actually? I don't know how it's going to work for sure. But I'm thinking, like, imagine it... Man. Okay, so imagine it doesn't come above the ground over here, but imagine it's, like, sitting under the ground. We could probably reroute them to go inwards this way after they've come up to level. And then feed up over here. The only question then is how do they get back down? Right, that's another challenge, but I suppose maybe it could kind of come into an underground area here and go down. That would leave this area free and this area free. And I guess we could build a stop over here. Oh, man. This is going to be a challenge. This is going to be the biggest challenge yet. I'm not going to leave these open because I don't think they're going to work in any sense of the word. Well, I'm sure I'll think of something. Like I said, if I stare at a problem long enough, I feel like I'll find the answer. So this should be no different, and I'll be able to sleep on it. I'll be able to play or really think about it over the weekend too. I think our next stream is, what, Sunday, I said? So I've got a little bit of time to really think about it. A part of me, I haven't really taken like a day off Pokopia since the game came out. I feel like I've always played it and done something. Some days I've done small things, but maybe genuinely I should take a little bit of a break for at least a couple days. Maybe that will help. I don't know. Time off is never a bad thing, especially when you've played a game for like 3 months straight. Maybe I should play some other games and just let myself rest, my brain rest, thinking about this connection point. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let me think for a second, outside of the track system. What are some things that I want to do in Skylands? I can tell you guys now. I have an okay idea. I would like one more manually made building. And I would like that building, again, to be like a recycling plant. You know, one of the original purposes of the Science Institute I thought was going to be a recycling plant type of thing. But I couldn't fit it anywhere. I do have one floor free, but I want to keep it free just in case I have something else I want to do with it. So if I build like a recycling plant, I'm thinking it can go right beside the Science Institute here. I did think that we were going to build the subway stop right here originally, so it's still free. I don't want to put apartment buildings here. I don't think they're going to mesh right. So like a science-y research lab for recycling could make sense with the cityscape around it. By the dojo, beyond its restoration, there's like a really long, awkward structure I've kind of temporarily placed there. I'm going to turn that into like a Japanese onsen type of building. Back there, if you see it pointed out right over there, that's going to turn into like a really tall, almost like the Bellsprout Tower kind of thing. Not the Bellsprout Tower, but like that kind of aesthetic. The downtown area has to go around here too, right in that middle area. A park. And I think those are like the last things I really had in mind to do. Terraforming and subway system aside. Restoration aside as well. So, the park isn't a big deal. We can do that at any time, but it's really... Oh, who's that? Abra? Okay. It's really the downtown area and this possible recycling plant that are left. And then Skylands has, like, almost everything I want. I mean, that would be everything I want. Skylands might be, like, the first area I truly, quote-unquote, finish. Like, not just, like, infrastructure would be down, and I don't think there would be much more I want to do to make it better. Like, wow. Okay. Time is 48. Why don't I'm just going to wrap up stream in, like, the next 2 minutes or so. I'll do that, because I'm starting to feel really tired. Wow. You know, getting this far has just, like, made me realize how tired I am. How much I've been pushing just myself to keep playing this game and build craziness. Because I enjoyed it, but now that we're, like, near the end of the major infrastructure... Well, that's not true. There's still a lot of stuff I want to do in the other islands, but Skylands strictly? Now that we're, like, essentially done... I feel like the last month of playing it has weighed on me. Looks like everyone's gone from stream now, so it's just me yapping. I'll probably just end here. Thanks to everyone who did attend. VOD watchers, if you're here, I appreciate you as always. That is going to be it for me. It is time for bed. I have done a tremendous amount here. Anyone that's interested in me doing an island tour with you, if you have like a Skylands area that's like relatively pushed, I'd love to see it just before I am nearing the end. I'd like to get a little bit of last minute inspo for it. And I think there's a lot more I can do to improve it, so. That's going to be it for me. Thank you again, everyone who jumped into this last minute stream again. Wait, I'm the only one left. It looks that way, buddy. Just me and you. But I should probably end here. Because it's... I know I'm exhausted. Thank you, though. Thank you for popping into every stream so far, I think. And hanging out with me while I do Insanity. It definitely makes this experience easier. I have to say. Probably slightly less productive when I play on stream. But it makes the time pass way quicker. I don't feel as tired by the end of it, I find. Next stream will be Sunday. I don't plan on streaming any more surprise streams until then, unless they, drop a Rayquaza announcement. Then I might be inspired to stream again this week. But yeah, end of stream. I'm out. Goodbye. Good night. Good day. Good evening. I will see you later. How do I end stream here? No problem. Just glad to have some company. Me too. Me too. All right. Take care, dude. Take care, everyone. Watching in the VODs. Hope you all have a great night or a great morning. See you later.